Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together, we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey Chattanooga FC fans, stay connected with all the latest news, match updates, and behind-the-scenes action by following Chattanooga Football Club on social media. From Twitter and Instagram to Facebook and YouTube, we're bringing you closer to the team you love. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and show your support with #ChattanoogaFC. Follow us today and be part of the CFC community. Don't miss out on any of the excitement. Chattanooga Football Club, connecting our city one post at a time.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
In the woods, just outside of town.
Oh, not surprising. You've got your home. Bears have theirs.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't just any bear. This bear was wearing jeans and a hat, as in a Smokey Bear.
Jeans and a hat. That's definitely Smokey. What exactly did he have to say?
Well, we were about to head home, after having a bonfire.
Oh, I can guess where this is going.
Right. See, Smokey told me the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
That's true. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Wow, no kidding?
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
that was a joke.
Oh.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal.
To your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at chattanooga.fc.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at chattanooga.fc.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is Chattanooga. One city, one club. 16 years ago, you built something real.
3-0 Chattanooga Football Club.
A club founded and owned by the people, rooted in the heart of Chattanooga.
Bicycle kick, he scores!
For the city, for the community, for us.
Chattanooga way out in front at home!
But everyone doesn't do it the Chattanooga way. We have roots, history, purpose. No matter what came at us, you stood up for CFC. Philly Stadium became a home. Chattanooga stood tall, decided we're always better together. Why try to divide a family? All are welcome here, but there's only one Chattanooga, and there's only one Chattanooga football club. This is where legends rise. This is where the real Chattanooga grows stronger. When they step onto our pitch, make them feel a city united under one crest. They say the sincerest form of flattery is imitation. So thank you for recognizing that what we have is something that you want. CFC was built, not bought.
Hello and welcome to the Scenic City and into our pregame coverage of one of the most thrilling U.S. Open Cup matchups in history. The Soccer Wars come to a head in a matchup that is years and years in the making. The boys in blue playing host to the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. It all comes to a head tonight. Hi, glad you're here with me. Welcome to the passenger seat. I'll walk you through this one and have the call tonight. I'm Gabriel Fry, and it's going to be an action-packed night. Folks out in full force, already flooding down into the stadium. Very, very excited for this one. Chattanooga is unbeaten after their first 4 matches of 2025. 3 wins and a draw. They won in a shootout over the weekend against Atlanta United. This is the first ever meeting between the Red Wolves of USL League One and Chattanooga Football Club of MLSNP. Tonight's match presented by Modus Build. Chattanooga hosting the Red Wolves in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. Kickoff is just moments away, 7 p.m. Eastern, the schedule here. I'm going to walk you through pregame, a little bit more about these two clubs, what you should know about them. We'll also hear from head coach Chris Nugent after the Corpus Christi match, and Marcus Naglestad a little bit after the Corpus Christi match as well. These two clubs meeting for the first time, an intriguing knockout match that has drawn the attention of America and nearly filled this stadium as we had 10,000 tickets sold last night before the end of business. Chattanooga progressed to the second round of the 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup after edging Corpus Christi 1-0 in the first round thanks to a header deep into extra time from Marcus Naglestad, who we will hear from shortly. Marcus has been a crucial piece of this club for years and years and has scored a pair of goals already in 2025. Wednesday's visitors advanced after a 2-2 draw, winning 4-2 on penalties over UPSL side New Jersey Alliance in the first round. They'll look to carry some momentum into this off of that big win. The Red Wolves in USL League One, coached by Scott McKenzie, the team from Eastridge has started their regular season with 2 road draws, 1-1 at FC Naples, and they went scoreless at Charlotte Independence before traveling here just over the top of the mountains to take on Chattanooga Football Club. Former CFC Academy player Omar Hernandez has scored the club's 1 league goal so far this year, and they're going to look to build on his success offensively. So many different storylines to dive into, but before I give you anything else, before we go on and talk more, I'm going to throw you to Marcus Naglestad, who scored against Corpus Christi in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup. This is what he had to say to questions from Hayes Creech, the media manager and communications manager of Chattanooga Football Club, during the press conference.
Oh, okay. Marcus, congratulations on the goal tonight.
Thank you.
Superb header. Describe your emotions after that.
It's been a while since I scored at Finley, so obviously with the last year going the way it did, and then, you know, it was a special feeling. It's one I've been longing for, and now it's indescribable, really. Obviously we needed a goal too, so it's just a lot of emotions, yeah.
Have you seen the second round draw?
Yeah, we were told and we saw it on the screen, so that's really exciting for us, for them, for the city. Yeah, that's going to be a huge game, yeah.
So you've been here for a few years now, so I'm sure you really appreciate how important this is.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be a talk of the town for the next 2 weeks, and after that too, I'm sure. We've both been around for a few. We've been around for a lot longer, obviously, but they've been around since when, like 2019 or something like that, and it's 6 years and we haven't played, so in a friendly or in any capacity. So I'll just be really excited to go against them.
I assume a goal tonight, you'll be hoping that might put you in place for a starting 11 position for the league games coming up as well.
There's 20 guys that want to play. Ultimately, Chris selects the team. I want to play. He knows I want to play. But whatever role I'm given, I'll do my best and try and make a difference.
And again, this is the voice of Marcus Naglestad you're hearing right now. Marcus, during the post-game of the Corpus Christi match, Chattanooga won 1-0 just a couple of weeks ago.
Just from mentally, how tough is a game like that where it stretches into extra time and just staying focused? Can you describe sort of the mentality you need to strike in a moment like that?
Yeah, it's difficult. They were a good team. They were kind of gritty, and they were playing the clock and going down with cramps every couple minutes. So kind of killed the rhythm. We were a better team, fitter team, but kind of just we were never able to build momentum. So they did a great job, and obviously when it goes into extra time, you're playing a team that on paper you should beat. So you're kind of dreading, oh no, are we going into pens? That's kind of a crapshoot. So I was just lucky that we were able to get that one goal we needed and survive in advance.
And the team, does keep getting results. It's been a great start to the year. So how important is this result, going to be here moving forward to these next couple of weeks?
Oh, it's huge. Since we came in and beat, Atlanta United, we just kept building momentum, and the real strength of this team that so far, we haven't always played amazing. We haven't always dominated games, but we've always found a way to get a result. So I think that's just a testament to the locker room and the group of guys, and just everyone's on the same page, fighting for the same goal.
Okay. Prediction for the second round?
We're going out there to win. I don't know who's the favorite. We've never played. That's the kind of crazy thing about U.S. soccer, that we're in different leagues. We're technically on the same level, but I'll back ourselves for sure. Yeah.
That was Chattanooga Football Club superstar Marcus Naglestad. Following the Corpus Christi match, Chattanooga took 1-0 a couple of weeks ago in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup. And before we go on, we'll hear from head coach of Chattanooga Football Club, Chris Nugent, his comments after that victory over Corpus Christi.
First of all, congratulations. How are you feeling right
now? Still, I think, on the adrenaline, from the excitement of the finish. Pleased with that overall. These games are always tough. I know they're an amateur team, but they're not a pub team. They're high-level players. They're elite college guys. They're going to be pros there as well. So it's a bit unfair sometimes to say that to them coming into it, thinking they're going to be an amateur team when they're high-level players. They had a good plan. They made it very difficult for us. I was pleased that last week we saw the resilience of how we defended. Today was the resilience of how we attacked. So it would have been nice, I think, for all of us to be 3-0 up and finish the game at 90 minutes, but this extra test is always positive. Well, hopefully down the season this will help us.
Were you concerned at any point during the game, or were you confident?
I kept telling them I was confident. I think so. I felt we had the quality there. I felt that with the territory we were going to get the chance, so we just had to, I wouldn't say luck, but just consistency with some of the quality in the attacking areas. So I was getting a little bit nervous about if we had to go to penalties, because if you see it in the cup all the time, those type of results. But the pressure we had on the first half, the pressure for the second half, I was pretty confident with it.
Chris, congratulations on the results, by the way, and getting through to the second round. I might ask you about that in a second, but you named a pretty unchanged team from your league games so far. Was that an indication of how seriously you're taking the cup this year, or how seriously you took tonight's opposition?
Yeah, both. Like I said, I knew they were going to be good. I've played plenty of USL2 teams. I've worked with USL2 teams. So we had to take it seriously. I think every week we try to put out a squad that will win, just based on the players we have available. We're fortunate enough that we have the weekend off and a little bit of break between the games as well. So sometimes it's just the situation of the week.
And we were asking Marcus about the second round draw. You've obviously been here quite a bit now as well, so what does it mean to you to be playing it? It's probably one of the biggest games in the club's history, potentially.
Yeah, I think so. I think the excitement of the fans to see that, and the excitement of the owners and all the players when they found out about it. So it's a huge rivalry that has been brewing that we haven't had a chance to compete on the field yet. So that's going to be huge, not just for us as a club, but the community and the city as well. I'm sure their side wants to have a game as well. So I think that's huge. It's going to bring more attention on us, the cup, the game. So I think it's excellent.
And right now you're hearing from Chris Nugent, head coach of Chattanooga Football Club, his comments during postgame after the win over Corpus Christi here a couple of weeks ago.
Any last thoughts on just tonight, the performance, sort of your overall reflection on the game?
Yeah, I think it was a good response on the weekend. Like I said, I felt our pressing was somewhere off last week. And then to come back and be quite dominant on the counter press as well as the press, the setup as well. They were good, like I said, good players, a good team. They had a good idea of how they wanted to build out. They made it difficult. It was difficult going in because we had a very small idea of what they were going to do due to the lack of footage. So being able to adapt and be quite consistent with that, I was really pleased with, especially over that 120 minutes where we had to make some changes on the field, make some changes with the shape as well. So again, real pleased with the guys' resilience and adaptability.
And still early in the season, but still picking up results. What do you sort of put this resilience we're seeing so early on, finding ways to win? Can you sort of pinpoint that? What do you sort of?
I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's a lot of things. I think it's the type of the guys that we have. It's the staff. It's the club itself. Like that's who we are, trying to be resilient. And I think that's the message that we have each day, whether it's in training sessions, whether it's in the front office. That's just how we want to be as humans, as part of this club. I think that's part of our identity here. So I'm pleased that it's going onto the field and the results come from it as well.
Did you give any special instructions to Marcus before you subbed him in?
I always give instructions to Marcus. I don't know how much he listens to me, to be honest. He just goes out there to score, which is a great thing. I think we were changing the shape a little bit, so just giving instructions on that, and then just some ideas of what we were trying to do as a unit. So, but Marcus has been playing a long time. He's been very successful. He doesn't need too much instructions. He needs reminders sometimes, but he doesn't need instructions. So I was pleased to see him get the goal as well, because he's worked hard. He's come on in the last year or so, maybe not as many minutes as he was used to, and coming in and having an impact was huge. So I'm pleased for him.
One more question for me. I don't know if you can answer this, but I'm just interested about the fitness of Peter Plowman. I know people are very keen to see him play. Do you know have any update on his fitness at the moment?
Yeah, he'll be soon. Yeah, he's training. He's getting back. He'll be there. So, yeah.
Thank you.
That was head coach of Chattanooga Football Club, Chris Nugent, his comments during the postgame of the 1-0 win in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup over Corpus Christi for Chattanooga Football Club. Tonight, we are just moments away from the first ever meeting of a matchup years in the making. It's the Red Wolves of Chattanooga and Chattanooga Football Club in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. And folks are out in force. The home side of the stands sold out. We are packed in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and thrilled for what promises to be an absolutely electric matchup. We'll take a short break. When we return, more coverage from Chattanooga. I'm Gabriel Shrine. You're tuned in to our coverage of tonight's U.S. Open Cup matchup on the radio.
Have an idea for a business but don't know where to start? Turn your dreams into a reality with Launch. You'll get expert guidance, classes, and resources tailored to your business needs. Overcome your fears and embrace your potential. Launch your startup journey today.
Welcome back. It's a historic first ever meeting between Chattanooga Football Club of MLS Next Pro and the Chattanooga Red Wolves of USL League One. These two have never met before. A bitter rivalry as part of America's soccer wars comes to a head tonight at Fort Finley down on the AstroTurf in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A battle for the scenic city. Who will walk away with a win and bragging rights? Really, this is just as exciting as it gets. The second round of the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. A massive crowd in attendance for a passionate derby atmosphere. I couldn't be more excited to have you here with me. Gabriel Schrei, we're going to have all the action. I'll take you all the way through this one with a call tonight. This is it. Everybody is out in full force. Mayor and city officials appear to openly be supporting Chattanooga Football Club as the Red Wolf Stadium is in Eastridge, Tennessee, and not actually Chattanooga proper. And that really is driving the heat behind this one. It promises to be an all-out slugfest as these two go at it on the pitch. Couldn't be more excited to bring you all of the action. I'm going to dive into some of the numbers and some of the things that you need to know as we go on through the match. We'll also have starting lineups before we get into things tonight. But a quick season summary of the Red Wolves' first 2 draws in league play, 1-1 at FC Naples, then scoreless at Charlotte Independence over the weekend. They advanced from the first round of the U.S. Open Cup after a 2-2 draw and won 4-2 in a penalty shootout over the UPSL side New Jersey Alliance. Chattanooga Football Club unbeaten in 4 official matches for 2025. They also were unbeaten in their preseason at 4-0-1. In the regular season, 3-0-1. That includes the 1-0 win over Corpus Christi in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup. They also had a nice 2-2 draw. Atlanta United had secured the shootout bonus point down in Kennesaw over the weekend. Chris Nugent, the head coach, praised the club's strong start, and he wants to continue improving offensively. That's what he told the communications manager of Chattanooga FC, Hayes Creech, following the match, and that made it into the final recap of the match as well. He's excited for tonight. We've heard from both coaches. Scott McKenzie, very active in the media. This one has drawn so much hype from all around the country and from the media locally. I couldn't be more excited. Just thrilled to have you here with us. I'm going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be ready for kickoff in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
I ride for a living, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. I want to share some tips on motorcycle safety. We all know speeding is dangerous, but when you're riding a bike that is hard to see and add speed to the mix, cars can't tell how close you are. Use proper braking. Many riders don't know that up to 90% of your most efficient braking comes from the front brake. Learn to use it correctly to save yourself in a sticky situation. And finally, tip number 3, learning from a friend may not give you all the knowledge you need. Learn from a qualified instructor to ensure you know how to stay safe on the roads.
In the heart of the scenic city, where the river winds and the mountains watch, 2 sides meet tonight, not as strangers, but as rivals, written into the same soil, carved into the very rock that surrounds them. One wears the red of relentless pursuit, dogged and tireless in the way they move. The other, the blue of unshaken pride, surviving everything thrown their way. Both sides claim this city, but only one will command it tonight. This is Legacies. It's chants that echo down Main Street, flags wave with defiance. Mountains old as time, it's a tale of boots that carry hope and tackles that deliver history. Approaches, delivers a strike left side, 2-1, Chattanooga lead. The right, well struck, Antoine saved it. To the right side, and Jalen James gets one back for Chattanooga football. Up to the 18, dribble, pass down the side, a header and another goal. Give him a hat trick. Throw your hats, it's Jalen James. Chattanooga Red Wolves, Chattanooga Football Club. 2 names, 1 city. Tonight, under the lights, there is no sharing. This is Chattanooga. This is a battle for its soul, and it all starts now. We're ready to go. The fans are fired up. The stadium filled to the brim in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It is a battle for dominance in the scenic city between Chattanooga's football club and USL side, the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. They've made the short trip over the mountain from East Ridge, Tennessee to try and steal away the Scenic City and the U.S. Open Cup third round appearance from Chattanooga's football club. These two will leave it all on the pitch tonight for the first time ever in one of the most hated rivalries in minor league sports. I'm Gabriel Schrei, thrilled to have you alongside me. Welcome, get comfortable, because this will be a long night. Both of these clubs are undefeated in regular season play. Both won in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup to make it to this second round matchup, providing us with one of the most exciting rivalry matchups in minor league sports history in America between these two sides. They're about to get down. Wearing burgundy away kits, the Chattanooga Red Wolves wearing their navy home kits. Chattanooga Football Club. Chattanooga undefeated at 3-0-1. The Chattanooga Red Wolves 0-2. They played to a pair of draws. Let's start with our starting 11 for the home club, Chattanooga FC. In goal, Jakopovic. We'll see Kohler get the start tonight. Fareed Sarsar, the center back. Logan Brown getting the nod, the man from Texas. Garvanyan, Mendonça. Luis Jean getting the start in place of the captain, Alex McGrath. Robertson, Mangarov, Anselin, and Watson rounding out the starting 11 for Chattanooga FC. Hope, Waters, Iambila, Reese, Bentley, Ramos, Hadez, Hernandez, Kinzer, and Knapp getting the nod tonight for Chattanooga's Red Wolves as they enter Finley Stadium and try to topple the Scenic Cities club on their home AstroTurf. We've performed the national anthem. They've opened the away side of the stands for Chattanooga Red Wolf fans. The home side is sold out, not a single ticket left. And we're ready to go. The captains have shaken hands, they've walked onto the field, and now all 22 on the pitch waiting for our referees to give the signal. Tonight's match officiated by the head referee, Rishion Clark, assistant referee, Ben Reigel, assistant referee 2, Rebecca Luther, and our fourth official, Lila Ramash. The head coach of the Chattanooga Red Wolves, Scott McKenzie. The head coach of Chattanooga Football Club, Chris Nugent. We're ready to go. Chattanooga on the right. They'll work from right to left in this first half. The Red Wolves on the left. The Scenic City on the line. The battle starts now at Fort Finley on the AstroTurf between these two sides. Only one will advance to the third round of the U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and I'll have the call tonight. Welcome inside of the stadium, and hang on to your seat. The referee counting down the final seconds as Chattanooga starts the first half of the ball and floats it all the way back to Jakopovic. We are underway in Southeast Tennessee. Jakopovic, the 40-year-old keeper, floats this over the top. Long ball headed by Chattanooga. Skeeters to the close side and rolls over the touchline. Chattanooga will throw in. It was last touched by the Red Wolves. They are deep down on the attack again, just outside of the wing. CFC looking with the ball. Quickly delivered into the wing on the edge of it, and the Red Wolves a collision early. This is a game that could quickly get out of control, and I'm certain these referees are very well aware of the soccer war that has led to this intense rivalry matchup. Section 109 is as loud as they've ever been. We've got a third throw-in coming for Chattanooga. Delivered onto the corner of the 18. Red Wolves get after this, and it rolls over the end line for goal kick. And so with goal kick, the Red Wolves will have possession for the first time as our first minute comes to a close and we enter the second. And that's probably the most important and impactful starter in this match. The keeper getting the nod for the Red Wolves. Ball rolls all the way back to the back line of Chattanooga where Garvanyan plays it into the air towards midfield. It's into the wing after the Red Wolves take a touch at it. Still skying the ball out towards the midfield stripe. Mangarov is after it. Red Wolves get this one pinballed through traffic just beyond the boots of Ramos. It's on the attacking side for the Red Wolves before CFC takes it away. Mendonça down the field, has a quick connection with Anselin, tries to center it, collision. Chattanooga draws the foul. Second minute rolling, still scoreless, just getting started. Free kick. Chattanooga delivers this backwards just beyond midfield onto the circle where the center back, Fareed Sarsar, flicks it to the far side. Deep in the wing, towards the end line. Chattanooga fighting for the ball, and our second referee sounds the whistle as there's too much contact by Chattanooga FC striker. So the ball turned over to the Red Wolves voluntarily by Chattanooga.
Great play defensively there by Eric Kinzer, the center back. He's originally from Tacoma, Washington, a product of Seattle Sounders Academy. Signed with Tacoma Defiance in 2020. Spent time with FC Tucson, Rio Grande Valley FC, St. Louis City 2. He just joined the Red Wolves this season. Goal kick. The keeper today is Ricardo Jerez. Jerez, the former captain of the Guatemalan national team, dozens of caps for Guatemala, made his debut way back in 2006 against the U.S. men's national team. He's played in international competitions such as the Gold Cup, World Cup qualifiers. He's recorded 67 career caps, over 200 career clean sheets as a keeper. Ball at midfield. Long skying pass just beyond the circle. Chattanooga bumps this backwards. It's Kohler. He finds the quick connection down the pitch to Mangarov. Daniel gets it into the wing towards the end line, and Anselin can't keep this on the field of play. Hadda's very excited to see that. We're into the fourth minute, still scoreless, just getting started in the second round of the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Fry. It's Bro Side Soccer from Chattanooga, Tennessee. So the ball will be with the Red Wolves when we get back underway. First ever meeting between these two sides. Over 10,000 fans in Fort Finley. Back underway, the ball goes down in front of the Chattanooga bench, and the Red Wolves blow a tire and lose this immediately. They were looking to get the connection with Pedro Hernandez, but the right back couldn't gather it. Hernandez originally from Walnut Creek, California. Throw-in coming for the Red Wolves. Chattanooga's Janhope puts this onto the field, and he rolls it back to Jerez. The keeper, Ricardo, tries the far side, distributes down to the touchline. Working from left to right, Chattanooga Red Wolves, a lot of pressure. They're going to go backwards from the midfield stripe and down into the edge of the 6-yard box. 5th minute has arrived in Chattanooga. Floater to the far side. Long ball over the top by the Red Wolves through midfield, and CFC puts this off errantly. The right back, Logan Brown from Texas, tried to gather the ball and misfired. So the Red Wolves will have it near midfield. Rolling it backwards to the center back who controls. Looking both ways and distributes far side. A good look by Declan Waters. Waters originally from Dublin, Ireland. They'll try downfield. Red Wolves all the way towards the Chattanooga 18, and a collision draws a whistle in favor of Chattanooga. Kohler gets this one. Kohler will now take the pass as Sarsar quickly takes the free kick. Back to Farid, Sarsar to Logan Brown, the Texan, trying to beat out Pedro Hernandez. Long feed over midfield. This one skeeters all the way to the 18-yard box and is gathered up by the keeper of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. The 6th minute has arrived. The clean sheet remains. So far, not a lot of action. The Red Wolves sitting back on their haunches, taking their time, expecting a lot of what Chattanooga has brought. And now, Chattanooga's Red Wolves will try airing this out, skying the ball down the field, rolling through traffic. It's onto the penalty arc. Red Wolves have it for the moment, and Luis Jean, a massive collision. Immediately the whistle. The referee on top of it. Really good gather of the ball by Matt Bentley, the right winger. He's an English forward from London, played at West Virginia Wesleyan and got 25 goals before transferring to Missouri State. First team All-American there. Minnesota United took him in the draft. Played for Lionsbridge, the Richmond Kickers, now with the Red Wolves, and he has just drawn an excellent free kick. The ball is just about 10 inches beyond the penalty arc. The Red Wolves can blow this thing wide open. It's the 7th minute of play with a clean sheet between Chattanooga's Red Wolves and Chattanooga Football Club. The Red Wolves, a free kick from inches beyond the penalty arc. Standing by with the ball, the crowd on their feet. It's loud in Tennessee. 3 players stand back with the ball, also with Omar Hernandez, the central midfielder. Red Wolves, a wall-built 5 Chattanooga defenders. Jakupovic in goal. Here's the signal. Referee doesn't like something. The shot, this one is easily buried. The Chattanooga Red Wolves are out in front. 1-0 Chattanooga Red Wolves at Fort Finley. They score on the road against the crosstown rivals. What a shot, beautifully crafty by Omar Hernandez. He's a local guy, he's from Dalton, Georgia, just 40 minutes down the road. The former Dalton High School standout gets it done. He led his team to a state championship, 23-0. He was the 2019 Gatorade National Player of the Year. He scores his second goal of the season for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. 1-0 Chattanooga Red Wolves as we've entered the 8th minute. A beautiful free kick puts the Red Club out in front of Chattanooga FC. The USL one side leading the MLSNP side. I'm Gabriel Try. Welcome inside of the stadium. We have a barn burner underway in Southeast Tennessee. Chattanooga will work from right to left as they get the ball back off the kick. Jakopovic takes it up. Long feed by the keeper through traffic. Red Wolves gather it up just beyond their area, trying for midfield. Luis Jean strips it away. Crowd fired up. Delivered to Anselin Keegan. Centering ball. Luis Jean misdirects this. Cleaned up. Haddaz deflects the ball back towards the brickwork. A left side shot, chest height. Haddaz batters that one out of play. The 9th minute has arrived. It's 1-0 Red Wolves. Really nice score by Omar Hernandez moments ago. Played for the Chattanooga FC Academy. The set piece will come after the ball was battered out of play. Chattanooga, their first of the match, midway through the 9th minute. It will be delivered from the close side as massive fat raindrops start to fall onto the pitch. The sky has broken open as fans panic and scramble for cover. Set piece coming for Chattanooga FC. They're on the close corner way down on the left end of the pitch. Chattanooga's Tate Robertson will deliver. Robertson, the right back from Springfield, Ohio, in his second stint with the club, played for them on the Nisa side as well. Robertson, the signal, delivers long ball, backside of the 6. Header this one over the top of the twine and out of play harmlessly over the end line. It's goal kick for Ricardo Haddaz, the goalkeeper. The former Guatemalan captain so far in control at Fort Finley. 10th minute winding, 1-0 Red Wolves. And the rain subsides quickly. We got a big fat spattering of raindrops sprinkling across the turf and onto our fans in a packed house. This one sent long, bending over the top. Ricardo, the keeper, on goal kick. Big collision as Logan Brown gets after it, and it's taken away by Jordan Ayambala. The left back can't keep it on the field. It's last touched by Logan Brown. So a throw in for the Red Wolves. Taken at by both clubs. Chattanooga gets it. Directed towards midfield. No one there for CFC. Ramos takes the ball for the Red Wolves. Flicked backwards down to the left behind the midfield circle. A long strike over the top for the far wing for the Red Wolves. Chattanooga Red Wolves into the wing and with possession down near the corner. Heavily defended by Logan Brown. Feigns a step towards the end line. Back up to the touchline and now backwards towards midfield. 40 yards from goal, he's going to chip it long. Aerial play towards the 6-yard box, and the wily veteran Eldine gets a hold of the ball out of the air. Flashing the gloves, he'll drop kick it. 18 years spent in Europe, played for LAFC for one season, took a year off, and now the 40-year-old is the man between the pipes for Chattanooga Football Club. 1-0 Red Wolves midway through the 11th minute. Ball is pinballing around midway between the circle and the 18-yard box of Chattanooga. They've got it. Garvanyan tries to strike through the center of the pitch, and it's sent backwards by Joshua Ramos. Ramos came to Chattanooga Red Wolves from South Georgia Tormenta. He's from Sebring, Florida. Started with Auburndale Scream a long time ago before going overseas to play as a professional and start his career as a full pro. Did really well on the Latvian side, F.A. Olane. Returned stateside, Dalton State College. 36 appearances, 14 goals, then signed with Tormenta, and that didn't last long as now he's with the Red Wolves. Tormenta is south of Atlanta, for those of you that don't know. Chattanooga on the back, flicking it back and forth through their 18-yard box. Keeper to the far side to Fareed Sarsar on the touchline. He goes forward and gets it right back from Watson. Now to Luis Jean. He's looking for space. Pursued from behind by Omar Hernandez. Through midfield, down the touchline. Chattanooga, long feed, 10 yards beyond the 18-yard box. Jostled, nearly lost, and now intercepted in vacant space. It's Omar Hernandez who stayed with it. Red Wolves, long feed. Is he onside? My goodness, he has it on the edge of the 18-yard box. Shot, Eldine, gloves. Jakopovic, an incredible save for Chattanooga Football Club. What a pass by the Red Wolves. A long breakout feed down the pitch. Just able to connect with him and stay onside beyond the 18-yard box. The Red Wolves just can't pull it all together. It remains 1-0. CRW lead as we enter the 13th minute. Kohler back to the keeper, Jakobovic. Eldine, the wily veteran, floats it across to the center back for Reed Sarsar. Sarsar, second season with the club. He's from San Martin, Argentina. He'll flick it down the field. Up through the touchline. Chattanooga down the touchline, rather, along the front of their own bench. Set inside on the edge of the 18-yard box towards the penalty arc and sent off intentionally by the Red Wolves. Throw in for Chattanooga. Quickly in the wing. On the edge of it, backwards to Mendonça. He gives it off to Watson, who'll try the far side of the field. Long delivery is gathered up quickly. Chattanooga, long strike to the back door on the edge of the 6-yard box. Sails, and it's goal kick. A good look, had some space to work with as we enter the 14th minute. Chattanooga tries to deliver that on the edge of the 6-yard box. There's too much on it, and Ricardo Jerez will have goal kick. The former Guatemalan captain so far has been the story of this match. Save for the goal scored by Omar Hernandez, the local product and former Catamount standout. Jerez airs this out. Big collision. Kohler gets it away from Hernandez as we get the whistle. Free kick, Red Wolves. And the ball is about 10 yards to the right of the midfield stripe as Chattanooga's Red Wolves will have prime position. With a lead in their pocket, they can play a little more flexibly and let it hang out a bit, if you will. Leafy will leave this. Leafy been with the Red Wolves since their inaugural season, 2019. This one delivered to the far side by Pedro Hernandez on the kick. Sent back door into the wing. Header down on the corner of the 18-yard box. Red Wolves again to the corner. And as he dribbles with it, they're going to say that one going the other way. Too much for the liking of our referee. Referee tonight is Rishion Clark. The assistant referees, Ben Reigel and Rebecca Luther, our fourth official, Lila Ramash. First time ever these two sides have met. The second round of the U.S. Open Cup. Scott McKenzie, the head coach of the Red Wolves. Chris Nugent, first-year head coach of Chattanooga FC. They've got the ball off the kick. Delivered to the close side to Kohler. He's along the touchline towards midfield. Garvanyan ropes it around a defender. Now Hernandez in pursuit. Ramos has the ball for the Red Wolves. He gets through midfield and is taken down from behind. And so another free kick for the Red Wolves this time. 15th minute closes out. We're into the 16th where it's 1-0 Chattanooga Red Wolves. And the Blue Club wants a call, but they're not getting it. Gabriel Schrei, radio coverage of tonight's match. Glad you're with us in the Scenic City for a historic rivalry match, years in the making between these two. Soccer wars boiling over onto the field of play. This one going to be taken from just in front of the Red Wolves bench. Red Wolves working from left to right. A lot of people set up on the outside of the 18-yard box, hoping to turn this into a set piece. Rolling the ball, running with it, Pedro Hernandez floats this down to the corner. Omar Hernandez has it stripped away. Milo Garvanyan with a crafty defensive play, and Section 109 fired up. The Chattahooligans are notorious in American soccer as the rowdiest bunch around. So a corner coming for the Red Wolves. They're way down to the right end, and it'll come from the close corner. 18-yard box loaded up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red kits. This one floated towards the end line, just on the edge of the 18-yard box, close side. Back to Hernandez. He sends it to the 6-yard box, headed away by Chattanooga. Kohler gets a helmet onto the ball. Kept away from a would-be defender by Janhope. He's going to try the far side. Floated back to the touchline down near us. Omar Hernandez takes it up, the central midfielder. Bent towards the penalty spot. Kohler again. This one taken away near midfield by the Red Wolves. Mendonça couldn't get on top of it. Leafy was the one who was trying to get the ball. Red Wolves down the far touchline towards the wing. Slide. Tackle by Chattanooga on the edge of the wing. CFC to Luis Jean. He bends it, floating the ball down towards midfield. Swatted at, taken down by Daniel Mangarov. Dribble through traffic. Chipped around Joshua Ramos. Chattanooga to Keegan Anselin, and he has it sent away. Great play by Declan Waters, the center back, to stay with Anselin and send that off over the end line. Prevents potential crisis as we enter the 18th minute. Red Wolves leading 1-0. Chattanooga will have their second set piece of the match. If anyone's ever had a home advantage in the U.S. Open Cup, it's Chattanooga FC right now. Glad you're with us from Fort Finley. I'm Gabriel Schreier. It's 1-0 Red Wolves. Corner coming from the close side. They're way down on the left end of the pitch. The 6-yard box has 5 Navy kits in it for Chattanooga FC. Almost every burgundy kit there. Sent in, edge of the 6, headed away, regathered by Chattanooga's Watson. Floated to the penalty arc, loose ball, vacant space, down along the edge of the 18 to the far corner. Chattanooga on it on the right side of the 18, trying to escape defenders. He's tripped. He goes down hard to the turf, and they get the call right away. This will be Jordan Iambila who gets the call. He's from Miami FC on loan during the 2024 championship season. 21 appearances for Miami. He was good. The Ghana native drawing the call as we enter the 19th minute. And this is about as good of a spot as the Red Wolves had. They were dead on from the penalty arc. This is about the same distance. It's on the right side of the 18-yard box. 5 yards back. Chattanooga, 2 standing by with the ball. Tate Robertson. Alongside him is Daniel Mangarov, the central midfielder. He's scored already this season. Tate Robertson looking to his teammates, waiting for the call. The referee not satisfied with the Red Wolves, want to build their mini wall. 4 red kits just in front of Tate Robertson between him and the 6-yard box. Hadez, the keeper, the former Guatemalan national captain, bouncing on his cleats. Here's the signal. Robertson glances. Mangarov, long strike to the right side. We're equalized. 1-1 in Chattanooga, Tennessee in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. Mangarov, a beautiful strike in the 20th minute. Chattanooga and Chattanooga a goal apiece. Both coming on free kicks from just outside of the 18-yard box. First, it's the Dalton, Georgia product, Omar Hernandez, who scored his second of the season. It's answered in the 20th minute by Mangarov, who scored his second of the season. The former University of Virginia Cavalier looking very good. And so the Red Wolves will have the ball off the kick. They'll roll it back to Ricardo. 1-1 in Chattanooga. Hi, everyone. I'm Gabriel Schreier. The 20th minute closing. We're into the 21st in front of a healthy portion of fans in Chattanooga. The home side of the stand sold out between the Red Wolves and CFC. Blue and red fight for dominance. We've got another call quickly. This is a match that certainly looked like it could get chippy very quickly. I wouldn't say we've seen anything out of the ordinary or over the top yet, and I would think that our officiating crew is very aware this is one that could boil over, especially in front of such a large crowd. The free kick will come from halfway between the midfield stripe and 18-yard box on the right side for the Red Wolves. Signaling to deliver is Pedro Hernandez. It's left for him. Hernandez rolls this towards the penalty arc. Chattanooga steals it away, and the call against Watson, who is not happy with our referee and takes the card as he shouts at him. The referee cards Callum Watson. He turned around and emphatically shook his fist as soon as the whistle sounded, insisting he had not made too much contact with the boots of a would-be attacker. So a great spot for the kick for the Red Wolves. They're maybe 12 yards off the 18-yard box. We'll call it 80 feet. Jakupovic standing on one side of goal. The 40-year-old veteran Eldine. Down from the MLS side, LAFC, to be the man in Chattanooga. 22nd minute is midway through. It's 1-1, Red Wolves and Chattanooga FC. Here's the signal. Kick delivered, floated down into the 18-yard box alongside the spot. Shot deflected by Sarsar. The Argentinian gets the whistle for Chattanooga FC. Eldine calling out to our referee. And he's giving him an explanation, some respect for the veteran presence. A lot of press for Eldin Jakupovic this week, and I must say it's very well deserved. I'm super impressed with Jakupovic. The club's so happy to have him. I think the most impressive thing about Jakupovic to me is he's well documented as working with the academy kids. He's down with the kids of all ages, the young teens, the very young kids, teaching them goalkeeping skills, sharing 18 years of European Premier League knowledge, sharing MLS side knowledge from his time with LAFC. That's a good leader. So after the strike of the ball through midfield, Chattanooga FC will throw in down on the left. Delivered just over the touchline, sent off immediately by the Red Wolves intentionally on the edge of the wing. Garvanyan throws in, back to Luis Jean. He's 15 yards beyond midfield. He'll go backwards with the ball on CFC, a full reset. Farid rolls to the far side on the touchline. A collision, ball loose, vacant space. Chattanooga's got it, shot deflected away onto the penalty arc. Luis Jean has it on the left side, wants to fire a shot. Garvanyan on the close side of the 18-yard box, down near the end line. Dribble, around a defender, out to the penalty arc on the left side. Back to the corner on the close side. Luis Jean bends back door. Jerez with a diving save. Ricardo, the former Guatemalan captain, sells out, throws his body through the air, and bats it away with his left hand midway through the 24th minute. We remain equalized, a goal apiece. It's 1-1 in Chattanooga between the Red Wolves and CFC. From the corner, Chattanooga rolling this down the touchline out front of the 18-yard box. Now centered up, chipped over the top, and no one there to take the ball for CFC. Ricardo is going to gather this. Jerez looking very good. He obviously allowed the score on the free kick. We've seen scores allowed by both of these keepers. Can we talk about the pedigree of the goalkeeping in this match? We have Eldin Jakupovic, the keeper for Chattanooga FC. I just talked about his long, storied, immaculate career, and I'll dive into it a little bit more later on. But Ricardo, almost 70 caps for Guatemala as the captain. Chattanooga steals it in vacant space on the clearing ball. Pass to the end line, sliding tackle. It's set off intentionally by the center back of the Red Wolves. Great play by Declan Waters to stay with the ball, get his boots into it, and send that off as we're in the 25th minute. But a set piece comes now for Chattanooga FC. Chattanooga looking to capitalize on field position. We're down on the left. Tate Robertson will send it in from the close corner. 25th minute, about to give way to the 26th. The corner coming momentarily. 5 Navy kits in the 6-yard box for Chattanooga. The Red Wolves rotating, scrambling to get set. Ricardo calling out to teammates. Here's the delivery, backdoor. Header just left side. It goes over the end line. Just a foot wide of being a break-open goal for Chattanooga FC. The rain holding off. We got one violent shower moments ago. Since those big fat drops doused our fans, we've been clear, dry, and clean. I'm in the radio press box here on Press Row in Chattanooga inside of Finley Stadium. To my right, an employee that's been with the club as long as any of them. I got here a few years ago. There were only 3 full-time employees when I started covering Chattanooga FC matches. Sam Click was one of the first 5 they hired when I started. And Click is in charge of all ticket sales. Tonight, over 10,000 fans in Fort Finley. Congratulations to him and this entire ticket sales team. Red Wolves down the field, through midfield, rolling down the touchline, trying to get this deep into the wing, all the way to the Chattanooga end line, and it's sent off. And some luck for Chattanooga FC as the Red Wolves were not able to keep that on. CFC sent it off intentionally, but the ball was clear of the end line, according to our second assistant referee, Rebecca Luther. So Eldin, goal kick coming. In Chattanooga, Tennessee, it's the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. 1 goal apiece midway through the 27th minute in an incredible crosstown rivalry matchup in the Scenic City. It's the Red Wolves who have made the trip over the mountain from East Ridge, Tennessee to do battle with Chattanooga FC. Red and blue duking it out. The USL one side, the MLS NP side. I'm Gabriel Schrei, glad you're with us. So a kick coming for the Red Wolves. They're midway between their 18-yard box and the midfield stripe on the far touchline. This one floated over the top, headed back by Chattanooga FC. It goes off and stays with CRW. Still just behind midfield, the Red Wolves will put this on. Long throw in feet. This one headed by Chattanooga FC. Nice touch of the ball off the helmet, but can't gather. Daniel Mangarov. This one's still in the air, skying it across, and for the moment, Chattanooga on top of it. Anselin through traffic, lost to the Red Wolves, and Walifi gets this one all the way back to Ricardo. Hannes, the keeper, distributes to the far side, taken up by Declan Waters, the center back. Waters from the touchline airs this out, and this one's sent off. So a throw in coming again for the Red Wolves, this time instead of between their own 18 in midfield, it's Chattanooga FC's. 1-1, 28th minute is coming to a close. Welcome to the 29th in this second round U.S. Open Cup matchup. Red Wolves roll this all the way back to the penalty arc where Ricardo Hedges is way out of the 18. Handed off, delivered to Toby. He goes back to Hedges. Trailing towards him is Mangarov, and some keep away now as the Red Wolves will send it out to midfield. Headed, and this rolls off. Just beyond the touchline, Chattanooga FC, a throw-in. The boys in blue backwards, just outside of their own 18-yard box. Watson to the center back from Argentina. Farid gives it off. Kohler tries the long shot. This one sails on him. He was looking for Mangarov, but it's set off intentionally by Toby. And so the defender is going to give Chattanooga prime position for a throw-in. Headed. Anselin playing some catch with Mangarov. This is sent off by the Red Wolves as well. Toby again getting after the ball. 29th minute. We've nearly played a half of an hour between the Red Wolves and Chattanooga FC. It's 1-1. Thrown in. This one inside of the 18. Garvanyan has help. Lost. Chattanooga FC gets it back on the edge of the wing. They're down on the close touchline. Rolled to Ethan Kohler to the center back, Farid. Sarsar through the back side of the midfield circle. Kohler again in trouble, heavily defended by Joshua Ramos. He'll step around him, and in vacant space, this is intercepted by the Red Wolves. CRW, long outlet feed towards the wing on the close side, and this one sails to the end line where Chattanooga gets onto the ball. CFC to the keeper, Eldin Yakupovic. He'll distribute across to Logan Brown. Brown immediately catches a defender. Pedro Hernandez is all over him. Chipped around him, Chattanooga FC tries skying this, airing it out to the close touchline. He'll find Milo Garvanyan. Milo to Stevie. Luis Jean back to Kohler. Quickly defended. Walifi came up to get after him. That's the longest tenured player in club history. In fact, Walifi came as part of the inaugural season for the Red Wolves, and he's never left. And with that, we're through one half of an hour of play in the second round of this U.S. Open Cup matchup between Chattanooga FC and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. 1-1. Deadlocked, a goal apiece between these two. Chattanooga throws in. Vacant space, boys in blue. Anselin down to the corner of the 18, chipped for the end line. CFC fighting for it. Red Wolves force the ball off. And that is some good luck again. Our AR down there on the far side immediately flags that as going with the Red Wolves. Ben Rigel says that one not to Chattanooga FC. Could have been a devastating moment. Ricardo, the keeper, the Guatemalan national captain, rolls this across to the far side. The Red Wolves back underway. Declan, the center back, down the touchline towards midfield. Airing it out, this one taken up by the Red Wolves. Chattanooga Red Wolves sent towards the far wing. Logan Brown busted up defensively. Walefe in center field, back to Declan Waters, who's on the back side of the midfield circle. 32nd minute winding. Trying the far touchline again. Nowhere to go. Bending shape based on how Chattanooga FC defends. The Red Wolves will go backwards to Declan Waters. Too much, so he'll give it off to Hedges, the keeper who's on the penalty spot. All the way down on the left, a full reset for the Red Wolves. Chattanooga Red Wolves, Chattanooga FC. One goal apiece between these two, and what is one of the most anticipated rivalry derbies in American soccer history. Hedges tries airing this out, taken down by Garvanyan. Chattanooga, left side of the 18-yard box on the corner. Tate Robertson fighting through traffic. He goes down to the call. Our referee, Rishion Clark, immediately sounds the whistle. Catching that one is Joshua Ramos, the right midfielder. He's from Sebring, Florida originally. That's a great spot for a kick for Chattanooga. They're deep in the wing alongside the 18-yard box, about halfway down the side of the box. Anselin stays with the ball, the striker. He's got 2 goals already this season. With him is Fareed Sarsar, the center back. Fareed's been very good this year as well. Second season on the roster. He's from San Martin. He's going to step off and leave it with Anselin. 33rd minute is halfway over. A goal apiece for the Red Wolves and CFC. Here's the signal. Looking both ways. Steps, strikes, floated. 6-yard box off the top of the crossbar. It rolls to the far side of the field and off. Ricardo tried to dive and the ball skiffed off the front of the crossbar, and Hedges is still down. I don't think he was even touched, so hopefully he's all right. The former captain of the Guatemala national team is writhing in pain, holding his side. Here come medical professionals. Hopefully he's all right. We'll break and return in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 1-1, 34th minute, the second round of the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. We'll be back.
Your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Ricardo Hedges is back on his boots and looks to be all right for the Red Wolves, and they have to be breathing a sigh of relief because losing a guy that talented can devastate you. It can devastate your regular season. Even if you only lose him for a few matches, you need every one of those points in a league as tough as USL 1. He's back on his boots, and they certainly need him tonight in Southeast Tennessee against their crosstown rival, the Chattanooga Football Club. It's 1-1 as we're into the 36th minute between the Red Wolves and CFC. Just over a half of an hour played. Welcome inside of the booth and welcome inside of the stadium. Glad you're along with me. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Kick coming momentarily, and we're underway. This one's sent towards midfield. Chattanooga headers it. Stevie Luis gets this forward. Mangarov tries to put this over the top. Taken by the Red Wolves out of the air, and at midfield on the stripe, this one's sent by Sarsar down to the penalty arc of the Red Wolves, rolling through the 18 to the end line where it's taken by Hedges out of the air. 37th minute has arrived where it's deadlocked in Fort Finley, 1-1. Ricardo being harassed on the back by Callum Watson, who's way up for Chattanooga. And the Navy kit will step off as he scoops the ball off of the turf. Toby takes this, the defender, strikes this through midfield, taken at, the boots send this forward, Fareed going to touch it to Eldin. I talked a lot about Ricardo Hedges and his impressive resume as the captain of the Guatemalan national team. You can also go on and on and on about Eldin Jakupovic. Last played for the LAFC side during the 2023 season, won an FA Cup during his career with Leicester City, the Russian Cup with Lokomotiv Moscow, one appearance for Switzerland nationally, part of a squad that completed the UEFA Euro 2008 finals, dual citizen of Switzerland, Bosnia-Herzegovina. Jakupovic represented Switzerland from the U18 to the senior team level. This one's offside. Chattanooga put it through midfield on a long pass looking for Garvanyan. And he's caught too far down the pitch, so the ball to the Red Wolves. They'll throw in from right by the Chattanooga FC bench. Chris Nugent, originally from Surrey, England, the head coach, standing on the edge of the bench, joined in 2022 as an assistant, known for his innovative use of data. Chattanooga takes this out of the air, striking it with a helmet over the midfield stripes, sent back immediately by the Red Wolves. It's off of the field, and now CFC will throw in from alongside the Red Wolves bench. 1-1, 38th minute rolling. Chattanooga and Chattanooga. It's the Red Wolves and CFC. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Garvanyan, nowhere to go. Thrown beyond midfield. Chattanooga chipped around to Anselin. Keegan playing keep away. Somehow gets this around the boots of Toby. Wanting it in the wing, and Garvanyan quickly throws in on the left side of the 18. Chattanooga's Anselin. Dribble. 4 defenders. Back to Garvanyan. Milo out front to Mendonça. He's got it. A stoppy move. Back to Milo Garvanyan. Twisting, turning, taken away by the Red Wolves. This one struck down the pitch by Joshua Ramos. And a little grab brings the whistle and the yellow. I can't believe they carded him for that. Our referee did not like it, Rishion Clark, and you can only wonder, did he warn Milo, hey, you're being a little grabby, if you do that again, I'm going to card you? I cannot believe he caught a yellow for that. That just seemed like flow of play. 39th minute, midway through it, it's 1-1. The Red Wolves and Chattanooga FC in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup from Fort Finley in southeast Tennessee. Red Wolves 15 yards behind midfield, and they will go back towards their own 18. Toby touches this to Declan Waters. He'll strike the ball through the air long. This one rejected by Chattanooga. Into the midfield circle. Red Wolves have it. CFC playing up. 39th minute is almost over. Towards the close wing of Chattanooga FC, taken by Fareed. Kohler to Mendonça. At midfield, Declan Waters rejects it. Stamped that one, returned to sender. Back to the 18-yard box of Chattanooga FC. Aerial play. Anselin, Garvanyan, taken by Declan Waters, struck to Hernandez. Huge collision. Red Wolves want the call. Here comes something. No card. Chattanooga does not want this one. They're arguing their case. I don't think they're going to win it. Clark, the referee, no card issued on a big shoulder-to-shoulder collision. Will get the kick instead from about a dozen yards beyond midfield. Working from left to right, the Chattanooga Red Wolves in the 40th minute equalized 1-1. They'll have the kick. Standing by with the ball is Ramos and Hernandez. And standing just a few yards off of the ball, under the watchful eye of our referee Clark, is Keegan Anselin. The referee says, hey, why don't you back up just a little bit? A word of warning. Deadlock to goal apiece. The 40th minute is over. Welcome to the 41st. Red Wolves try the midfield circle. Lots of room. Long shot down into the 18. Kohler sends this backwards ball, pinballing around through the air into the wing, down near the touchline. Sent up and over into the 18-yard box, just out front of the 6. Chattanooga sends it aerial. This one by Fareed Sarsar down to the touchline and off of the field. Dangerous moment for Chattanooga FC as the Red Wolves bring some heat at Fort Finley. Deadlock to goal apiece. Red Wolves on the attacking end, way down on the right. They'll throw in from just beyond the wing on the far side. Standing on the touchline, Chattanooga Red Wolves. Hernandez looking at what he's got to go to. Watson in front of him. Throw in deep in the wing near the corner. Out front, Red Wolves strike this towards the penalty spot. Chattanooga puts it into the air. Anselin chasing it. Walefe plays this back down towards the corner. Left side, Red Wolves walking it inside. Dribble. Shot deflected away by Chattanooga. Red Wolves regather. This time it's Pedro Hernandez. Delivered into the wing. Floated, crossing, ball back door. Collision, no call. We play on. Chattanooga's got it. They're going to clear this out, rolling it down towards the close touchline through the wing. Stand up, down long to Anselin, who will return the ball to Kohler, and now Eldin Jakupovic takes over for Chattanooga FC. Threat eliminated by CFC midway through the 42nd minute, still 1-1. Ethan just getting his boots wet, a slow start. Kohler is the defender, played for Prescott Cables FC, supporter-owned club overseas. Eldin coolly dribbles this away from a defender who would have pickpocketed him. Down the touchline, Chattanooga trying to get it around the Red Wolves, and CFC somehow stays on top of it. Towards the midfield stripe and the call. 42nd minute is gone. We're in the 43rd. 1-1. We'll certainly see some stoppage time on this first half. Nearly have played 3/4 of an hour between these two. Kohler, Nathan delivers this down the field. Dribble in the air, and a kick to the head of Mangarov. The referee, no card, is not happy. He's not even sure who to look at. They're asking for a second set of eyes. Chris Nugent is pleading his case with Clark. Nugent, along with Mangarov, is pleading Rebecca Luther. You had to have seen that. You're on the line, and she did not. A kick to the head of Mangarov. We play on. Chattanooga with the ball. They'll go from left to right backwards. Rolling this back towards the 18-yard box. Now Kohler. Nathan strikes this through midfield between the boots of Mangarov, and it's taken up by the Red Wolves. CRW dribbling, trying to fight their way around Daniel. This time behind Milo Garvanyan. Moving through traffic and taken down is Toby. And now the whistle again. We are playing chippy football in Southeast Tennessee at Fort Finley. 44th minute, 1-1. Approaching the 3/4 of an hour mark between these two. In a packed house, the rain holding off on a cloudy night. Beautiful weather for football. It was 81 degrees at kickoff. 90 seconds so till we've played 3/4 of an hour. Rebecca Luther, our second assistant referee, standing by. Behind Joshua Ramos is Pedro Hernandez. I think Hernandez will be the one to take the kick. They're only 5-6 yards beyond midfield. Not a lot they can do here, but they've got everybody lined up on the left side of the 18-yard box. Luther is calling out to Clark, the referee, and he says send it. Luther the signal. Left. Taken up quickly by Hernandez. Pedro dribbling around Mangarov. Lost to Chattanooga FC. Watson stops. 3 defenders on it. Callum chipped it to Milo, and Garvanyan. Long feed down the touchline, just outside of the 18 into the wing. Run down from behind by Toby. He got hooked up with Daniel Mangarov, the former Virginia Cavalier, and he's run down from behind. Alongside the 18-yard box, midway through the 45th, deadlocked a goal apiece. He draws the whistle. And Toby gets physical with him. The question is, where are they going to spot him? This is a beautiful opportunity for Chattanooga Football Club. 5 yards on the field from the end line for CFC as we played 3/4 of an hour between the Red Wolves and Chattanooga Football Club, waiting for the signal on stoppage time. Rebecca Luther says 5 minutes of stoppage time on our first half. One player in the wing. To take the free kick is the Springfield, Ohio native, Tate Robertson. A 2-man wall built just in the touchline for the Red Wolves. 1-1, we're deadlocked, a goal apiece. Robertson the signal. Clark standing by. Bodies all in the 6-yard box. Out front left side, penalty arc struck. The shot deflected. Robertson's on top of it. Floats it down towards the 6-yard box. Headed by the Red Wolves back door. Toby desperately striking this away. They're able to push the ball off of the field, but it's last touched by Chattanooga FC and goes to the Red Wolves. A bit of good luck for CRW. They're on the road. They're in Fort Finley, and it's loud. 10,000 Chattanoogans shouting out for the boys in blue. If you're just joining us, I'm Gabriel Schrei. We're in stoppage time on our first half. We played 3/4 of an hour in this 110th Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup second round match. In a crosstown rivalry, the Soccer Wars have delivered us one of the most thrilling rivalry matchups in American soccer history. Kohler touches this with a header off of the long strike to midfield. Chattanooga's got it working their way from right to left and over the touchline. Intentionally sent off, and they're able to pinball that off of a CFC would-be striker, so the ball to the Red Wolves. Burgundy Kits throw in. Long feed down towards midfield. Header over the top of Garvanyan. Sent back by Kohler. Luis Cheen on the edge of the circle on the left side of that stripe. Callum Watson floating this down to the touchline as we're late in the 47th minute, approaching the 48th. Chattanooga playing some catch, tagging the ball back and forth at midfield through the circle. Stevie harassed, and this one sent off. The ball to CRW, and a little late shove as we get a whistle from Clark. Didn't like that, but nothing official, no paperwork. Rebecca Luther standing by, 48th minute, winding. I like that. Let them play a little bit, especially in front of such a big crowd. This one thrown in by the Red Wolves, backwards, down to the left. Toby went to Declan Waters. He's playing keep away with Anselin. Trying the far side, Red Wolves from left to right. Airing it out beyond midfield. And this one headed backwards by Chattanooga FC. Boys in blue, Stevie centers this up. Working it across the pitch. Chattanooga FC looking for somewhere to go. A lot of pressure from the Red Wolves, left off for Kohler. Nathan floats this around a would-be attacker onto the bench of Chattanooga FC. Red Wolves will throw in, Toby to do it. 49th minute has arrived. We have played 3 minutes of our 5 of signaled for stoppage time. Rebecca Luther dickering and dealing. To throw in is Joshua Ramos. Nugent shouting out onto the pitch. This one sent long towards the wing, headed by CFC, and now taken down out of the air by Wolefi. Quickly blown dead by Clark. 1-1, 49th minute, halfway over. Wolefi, a defensive midfielder, has been with the Red Wolves since 2019. More appearances than any other player in club history. Brazilian began his career in his home country before coming to the States in 2016 to join Sporting KC. 30 appearances that year. Took them to the USL Championship final in their inaugural season. Went to Brazil for a bit before returning to the States to join the Red Wolves. Eldin Jakupovic, midway between the 18-yard box and midfield stripe, will deliver the free kick. We played 4 minutes of our 5 of stoppage time on this first 3/4 of an hour, and the ball goes long and off of the field for Chattanooga FC. It's a corner kick. The 50th minute is here. 1-1, Chattanooga Red Wolves and Chattanooga FC. The corner will come from the close side. Tate Robertson gathers the ball. The Springfield, Ohio native will deliver. Waiting for the signal from Clark. He looks satisfied. Jostling for position. Red and Navy kits. 6-yard box. Pinballed in the score! 2-1 Chattanooga Football Club. Deep in traffic. It rattles around and rustles the twine. Ricardo Jerez is taken away by a teammate. The referee trying to break up some pushing and shoving, and a yellow flashed. An absolute cavalcade of bodies in Chattanooga. The header finds the back of the twine. So the yellow card is against Fareed Sarsar. Goal kick, and that concludes stoppage time as they've waved off the goal. So we'll go to the half in a 1-1 match, deadlocked in Chattanooga, Tennessee, between these two clubs in a bitter rivalry derby for dominance over the Scenic City. We'll be back. Don't get lost behind Lookout Mountain. Get your snacks, return, sit down, get comfortable. 3/4 of an hour left to play in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup between the Red Wolves and Chattanooga FC.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it! I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hey Chattanooga FC fans, stay connected with all the latest news, match updates, and behind-the-scenes action by following Chattanooga Football Club on social media. From Twitter and Instagram to Facebook and YouTube, we're bringing you closer to the team you love. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and show your support with #ChattanoogaFC. Follow us today and be part of the CFC community. Don't miss out on any of the excitement. Chattanooga Football Club, connecting our city one post at a time.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's?
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What?
No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm gonna do my dad dance for all your friends. They'll love it!
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up.
See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time. What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad, just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schride.
Only set-piece bangers in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's how we got through our first 3/4 of an hour to make it 1-1, a deadlocked match in the second round of the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Hi, everyone. I'm Gabriel Schride. Welcome inside of Fort Finley here in southeast Tennessee, where it's the Red Wolves of Chattanooga and Chattanooga's football club dueling it out to move on in the U.S. Open Cup in what promises to be a thrilling second 3/4 of an hour. Scoring started in the 7th minute on a set piece, a stunner, a strike, buried by number 17, Omar Hernandez. Omar is from Dalton, Georgia, a standout for the Catamounts, who went 23-0 with him at the helm, led his program to a state championship. He was the 2019 Gatorade National Player of the Year, played for the Road Runners in Dalton, looked really good. He played for Chattanooga FC, he played for Atlanta United Academy, very, very good at the prep level, and obviously doing very well at the pro level, scoring a stunner in front of a packed house in Chattanooga. CFC responded just a few minutes later, though a dozen later to be precise, in the 19th, an absolute stunner. In response to a stunner, buried from long range by Daniel Mangarov, the central midfielder, he scored his second of the year for Chattanooga Football Club and equalized the boys in blue and the Red Wolves. Red and blue duking it out in southeast Tennessee as they're putting on a light show here. What promises to be a very exciting second half. Chattanooga FC unbeaten in 4 matches to start 2025. 3 wins and a draw. They had a shootout win against Atlanta United over the weekend. They defeated Corpus Christi 1-0. A late-time goal came from Marcus Naglestad. A beautiful strike in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup. They've looked very good. Chris Nugent happy with the club's strong start. He wants to continue improving offensively. Chattanooga Red Wolves 2 draws in league play. They also played to a draw in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup, 2-2 and won 4-2 on penalties over New Jersey Lions. It's the first ever clash between these two sides. Major local interest, obviously, as there's well over 10,000 fans in the stands. 3/4 of an hour in the books, deadlocked at a goal apiece between these two. What will the second half bring? Chattanooga is one of the only cities in the U.S. with 2 professional soccer teams. They're one of 3 alongside LA, who have LAFC and the Galaxy, and New York. New York's got some interesting clubs out there. The defunct Cosmos, obviously New York City FC, the Red Bulls. The club's home base is just 8 miles apart between Chattanooga and East Ridge. Fans from across town and even neighboring states are here fueling this great environment. CFC was established in 2009. They helped shape the grassroots soccer culture in Chattanooga. The Red Wolves formed in 2019, 10 years later, to bring new competition for local support at the pro level. Local media told us we'd have over 10,000 in the crowd, and here they are. Tim Kelly led the City Hall in Chattanooga. Chattanooga FC Blue is a playful show of support for the team located in the city limits. Some fans from both sides have been hoping for an annual intra-city match for a very long time, and this Open Cup clash could spur a future derby tradition. So far, I would say that both of these front offices have a lot of motivation, and that's called ticket sales, to keep doing this. We're ready to go. Both clubs back onto the pitch. We played 3/4 of an hour. It's 1-1 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's start our second half of play as the Red Wolves will have the ball first. They're going to work from right to left in this second half. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Welcome inside of Fort Finley. 46-minute underway. Red Wolves. Hedges distributes to the close side. Floated over the top by Waters, and now Nathan pitches this one towards the touchline and off. The ball went all the way down the field from right to left and nearly able to get something set up alongside the 18-yard box, but instead a throw in for the Red Wolves. Prime position for the Red Wolves. This one thrown in into the 18-yard box, struck away by Chattanooga, rolling into the wing far side, through to the penalty spot. CFC clears it. Sent off, pinballing its way down the pitch towards the midfield stripe and off. And so the Red Wolves will throw in again, now with a bit more work to do. The dribble and toss by Toby. Sent towards the 18-yard box, gathered in the wing by the Red Wolves. Dribble, dribble, dribble towards the end line. Crossing ball, and it rolls through the 6 where Chattanooga clears it. CFC, long connection. Watson strikes this down through traffic, and it's sent off by the Red Wolves. Trying to keep up with it, Keegan Anselin. The Red Wolves, Waters sent that up towards the Chattahooligans, and so CFC will throw in. Great field position. They're down on the right, just over the touchline. Pitched onto the right side of the 18-yard box. CFC can't keep with it. Red Wolves down to the end line, and they send this off over the touchline. The crowd boiling over, out of the stands, onto the field. You can feel the energy. It's electric. Throw in for Chattanooga. Tate Robertson puts this on in the wing. Regathered by Robertson immediately. He's going to send it back to midfield. Just over that stripe is Fareed Sarsar. Across the circle, far side. Kohler pitches this down towards the 18-yard box on the left side. This one is midway to it. Chattanooga with it. Milo Garvanyan gives it off. Doesn't like the look. Luis Jean banding this over the top. Airing it out for Logan Brown, the Texan, who's going to dribble his way down the touchline. Finesses this down to Tate Robertson. Trying to play keep away with Toby. He's after him still after the ball, and on top of it, Red Wolves going to bring a lot of pressure as Chattanooga returns this to the Argentinian center back. He'll chip the ball around Matt Bentley and go far side. Chattanooga on the touchline, blown tire at the last moment. Great looking feed, nearly had a clutch connection deep down the pitch to Milo Garvanyan, and instead it's a Red Wolves throw in. Left for Toby, who will toss this on. CRW and Chattanooga FC deadlocked in our 49th minute, 1 goal apiece. The 110th running of the U.S. Open Cup. CFC and CRW, I'm Gabriel Schrei. This one pinballing around in midfield, trying to gather. Red Wolves can't get after it. Struck out of the air by Chattanooga FC. Through the circle, Callum Watson onto the ball, working his way around a trio of defenders, left off deep in the wing. Toby runs it down as Anselin gets to the ball, and it's intentionally sent off by the Red Wolves. Great play defensively by Jordan Iambila. Chattanooga throws into Tate Robertson. Yo-yoing the ball down the field across the top of the AstroTurf. He leaves it off, and now backwards goes CFC. Boys in blue, Fareed Sarsar going to try the far side. Not liking this in the central third of the pitch. The Argentinian to Logan Brown. The Texan airs it out, skying the ball down the field for Callum Watson, who has it stripped away by Jordan. Great play defensively, and it ends up on the boots of Michael Knapp. Cleared by the Red Wolves. Chattanooga FC, Stevie Luis Jean, chipped across, down to the touchline. They're working from left to right. Milo Garvanyan defended way out at midfield, and now pressure on Stevie, who plays keep away with Joshua Ramos. Rolled back to the keeper, Eldin. Jakupovic, the keeper for Chattanooga FC, distributes. Fareed. This one pinballed backwards in vacant space. Red Wolves bringing heat. Now Chattanooga FC in some trouble. Red Wolves have it just beyond the midfield circle and a lot of bodies to work with. Sent to the right corner of the 18. Big collision. No call. Referee throwing his hand, but no whistle. Chattanooga FC struck around a defender from midfield. roping the ball down the field from the far side to the close side of the touchline, sent over the top of Tate Robertson by a Red Wolf, and he'll have to throw in. Chattanooga on to Callum Watson, just beyond the circle. Chattanooga FC from left to right, down towards the penalty arc, cleared away by the Red Wolves out to midfield, struck at by Joshua Ramos. He can't clear it through midfield. In the central third of the pitch still, Red Wolves trying to center this up. They'll go back to the 18-yard box, and now Jerez will take up the feed. He'll come across to the close side. It's Eric Kinzer. Kinsner, the center, back from Tacoma, Washington. Airing it out for midfield. Big collision and the whistle. Clark sending the ball with the Red Wolves. Matt Bentley wants a card, but he won't get it. Bentley is the one who's taken down. English forward from London, played collegiately at West Virginia. 51st minute winding, 1-1. The Red Wolves and Chattanooga Football Club. The duel for the Scenic City wears on. The energy growing, the tension rising at Fort Finley. Had a moment to talk with some of the venue staff during the half. They said there's not a lot of time to get things done. It's really stressful. It's not like usual. We live for this. That's their exact words. The management said, we live for this. Couldn't agree more. What a great night in Chattanooga. I love to see the community together. All these people, they all have different jobs. They live in different parts of the city. So many different backgrounds. Everyone's together and having fun. Now the Red Wolves off the kick, sent to the far side down the touchline from right to left, all the way into the wing. Big collision. The AR throws the flag. Chattanooga wants the ball. The Red Wolves want the ball. Mangarov not happy, calling for the yellow card. And what a spot for the kick for the Red Wolves. So late in the 52nd minute, Chattanooga's Red Wolves going to get a beautiful free kick. This one deep in the wing on the far side, midway between the 18-yard box and touchline. And stepping back to take the kick is the local hero, Armar Hernandez, who led Dalton High School to a 23-0 season and state title. Early in the 53rd, Hernandez gets the signal from Clark, jostling in the 6-yard box. He bends it back door. This one over the top of the netting and out of play. Goal kick for Eldine and Chattanooga Football Club. A lot of local guys on these two rosters. You love to see that, both at the USL one side and MLSNP. Chattanooga, a couple of connections down the field. Tate Robertson has it stolen off the toes of his boot. Toby tried to pinball this away from him. Now Chattanooga takes it in vacant space from Pedro Hernandez towards the central portion of the field. Chattanooga just behind it, looking for some way to get over that midfield line. They're going to return it to their own penalty arc where Fareed Sarsar distributes to Logan Brown. Brown, keep away from Hernandez, floats this long, waters a collision, and the ball to the keeper, Jerez. Red Wolves want a call, they won't get it. Waters wants it, he's not going to get this, and still having words with Clark, the referee. Anselin is the one who was jostling with him for possession. Keegan Anselin been a really important piece since arriving in Chattanooga. And the striker recommended by Bill Elliott, the former head coach of Chattanooga FC. He spent 4 years there with him at University of West Florida. Towering 6'4", he's from Jacksonville, Florida initially. Big collision at midfield. Ball was roping its way through, and a Red Wolf and Chattanooga come together with force. It's Hernandez for the Red Wolves. No call, no whistle, no kick. We're back underway. CFC. Brown to Watson, ropes it around a defender. Waters there, keeps it away from Robertson. He goes to Toby. Now around Callum, out to midfield, just behind the stripe, and a collision. Boots get tangled. We play on. Sarsar sends this to Eldine. Trying to draw the call is Pedro Hernandez. Does a great job of selling it. The Walnut Creek, California native immediately went down and threw his hands into the air and said, hey, you can't do that. The referee says, no, he certainly can. Long feed over the top. The Red Wolves put a helmet onto the ball. Stevie Louis Jean competing for it. Same look far side, same player. The Walnut Creek man trying to get something going. Chattanooga FC will return this to their own 18-yard box. Just beyond it for Reed. He'll go to the penalty spot where Eldine stands. Jakupovic across to Sarsar. The center back leaves it off. Up playing defense is Hernandez. The local man for the Red Wolves trailing him. 55th minute is coming to a close. It's 1-1, Red Wolves and CFC. And the ball is off. Gabriel Schrei, Pro Side Soccer Radio. It's the second round of the U.S. Open Cup and a packed house at Fort Finley. 56th minute is here and winding. Dribbling at midfield for the throw-in, sent long. Header backwards out towards that line. Couldn't regather initially. Roped over the top. Defenders competing for the ball, and the Red Wolves send it off intentionally. Mangarov, who scored, will throw in. Daniel to Stevie. Luis Jean. Long feed, sails, and off of the field. Chattahooligans making a lot of noise. They're down on the right side, staring down Ricardo Jerez, the former Guatemalan national captain. Red Wolves to throw in. Clark is doing some sorting out near the midfield circle. 57th minute has now arrived where it's 1-1 and immediately a collision. Clark doesn't like it, and he's giving the ball to the Red Wolves. This time it's Tate Robertson who will be admonished. Red Wolf once more. Matt Bentley says that should be a card. He won't get it. The ball is resting about 4 feet behind midfield, and no one's taking the kick. Clark is going to get it. Touched quickly across. Hernandez left it off. This one sent long by Pedro Hernandez. Omar back down into the wing on the left. Close touch line, fighting with it. Red Wolves centering feed. Luis Jean has it just outside of the 18-yard box. Loses it. Taken back again by Chattanooga FC as it rattles back and forth. Now with it is Waters. He's going to try a pass over the top. Headed at the last moment by Chattanooga. CFC's Jakupovic onto the ball. An incredible save. The wily veteran playing some keep away with the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. In the 58th minute, he flashes the gloves, diving after it and keeping it away from Michael Knapp. The Bloomfield, New Jersey native thought he had it. He could see the twine, just couldn't find a way to pull it all together. Chattanooga FC now with the ball on the backside. They'll send it out to midfield, and it's rejected immediately. Sent long. What do you think the postage is on that ball? Regathered just outside of the 18 by Robertson. Tate floats this for Chattanooga FC beyond midfield. They've got it near the far touch line. Taken away. A little bit of hand fighting, which gets a reaction out of the crowd, and now Milo Garvanian will throw in. It was sent off by Ramos. Joshua getting physical. This one backwards for Chattanooga FC. They go from right to left and regather. Kohler up forward, back again. Anselin all the way to the center back for Reed. The Argentinian early in the 59th minute goes to Eldine. Jakupovic, the keeper, staring down Omar Hernandez. Also trailing him is Matt Bentley. Left off for Fareed. Sarsar tries the far touch line. Just behind midfield, Anselin. Backwards again from right to left, midway between the midfield stripe and the 18-yard box. Sent long by Fareed. The Argentinian has a long connection down the field. Keegan Anselin, blown tire. He's tackled down intentionally. He goes down as Michael Knapp gets the ball for the Red Wolves. Sent to the far side of the touchline from right to left, CRW. Great pass into the 18 and broken up by Fareed Sarsar. Really good couple of passes. Ramos finds Hernandez. Hernandez is looking to center it up. He had the ball on the right side of the 18, walks it halfway down that 18-yard box, and deep inside near the penalty spot is Matt Bentley, who's waiting for a feed, but it never comes as Chattanooga FC sends it off early in the 60th minute. We've nearly played 1 hour of football in the Scenic City. Thrown in and taken by CFC immediately down the touchline. Stevie Luis Jean looking for help. Red Wolves take it away. Toby strikes the ball and leaves it long. Aerial play, header, collision. Logan Brown gets this for Chattanooga FC from the penalty yard. Boys in blue off and running from left to right quickly. Through midfield, left off for Luis Jean. Stevie, long strike, far wing. Chattanooga's got it. A lot of room and time. Chipped into the 18-yard box. Milo Garvanyan heels it backwards. And now the ball's set off by the Red Wolves mistakenly. Chattanooga moving quickly. The boys in blue trying to get a throw in. Going is Mangarov. Well, Lefe was right there. Ramos was right there. Ramos didn't see the ball coming, and it just pinballs off of him out of play. 1-1, 61st minute. We've played 1 hour of football between Chattanooga FC and the Red Wolves. And the stands continue to fill. It feels like there's more people here for the second half. I can't believe it. We've spilled over all the way around on both sides of the greenery. The concourse is full. Flags are everywhere. The home side of the stands are packed. You couldn't fit another body over here. Throw-in coming for Chattanooga. They're on the far side, way down on the right near the corner. CFC pitches this onto the AstroTurf. Left on for Anselin. He chips it back to the corner. Keegan again. 2 defenders, and as Toby gets after him, the whistle. Offside. Got a little too eager, and so Ricardo will take over, the Guatemalan captain for the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. Just beyond an hour played. We played a quarter of an hour in this second half. 61st minute closes, and the 62nd opens where it's 1-1. A goal apiece scored in the 7th and 19th minute. The Red Wolves got the early lead on a long strike on a set piece. Chattanooga locked us up. A long strike on a set piece. Eye for an eye, if you will. This one loose at midfield. Michael Knapp fighting for it. Hand fighting, shoving, and the whistle. Chattanooga gets the ball. Free kick coming. Callum leaves it. Those two have been going at it, an absolute straight fight on the pitch between them tonight. CFC backwards. Mendonça goes to Farid. Sarsar, far side. Kohler, run down from behind. No call initially, and now the whistle. More than a whistle, a yellow card shown. Clark is delivering the yellow card to Pedro Hernandez, the Walnut Creek, California product. He played at Cal State Monterey Bay from 17 to 21, 16 goals while he was there. All academic honors. First pro contract came in 2022, and it was with the Red Wolves. He made his debut on April 2nd of that same year for this club. So at midfield, Chattanooga's taking over with the ball. A historic matchup in the 63rd minute, a goal apiece between these two. The battle for the Scenic City. It's getting late. Backwards to the edge of the 18-yard box. Eldine leaves it off. Now on the run and moving, Farid. Sarsar tries Logan. Brown around one would-be defender. The quick connection beats out Al Hassan. Eldine to Farid. Being pursued by Bentley. Brown around Bentley. Long roping pass down the field. He's got Tate Robertson. Centering feed. This one lost. Toby trying to keep this in play for the Red Wolves, and it's errantly sent into the crowd. Section 109 says hello and thank you. 64th minute has arrived. Quick throw in for Chattanooga. Battle for the ball. Twisting and spinning, no call. Some shoving as we play on. Ball is sent off intentionally, and Chattanooga goes down hard. Tate Robertson sent to the pitch hard. Referees are letting them get a little chippy right in front of the Chattahooligans too. The AR1, Ben Reigel's right there. He watches it happen. Clark, our referee, watches it happen, but he will award the free kick, and they're maybe 10 yards off the right corner of the 18-yard box. 3 Chattanooga FC boys in blue, the Navy kids standing by with the ball. Make it 2 as Callum Watson will join the crowd just in the 18-yard box. They're all on the left side, just beyond the penalty spot. 2 bodies stand by with the ball. It's Mangarov and Tate Robertson, and now Daniel walking away. A 2-man mini wall built just outside of the 18. Robertson bends at penalty spot, header sent away. Rebound, shot left side, deflected away. Incredible. Ricardo Jerez. The ball is rebounded to the left side of the 6-yard box. Chattanooga FC tries to clean it up, fires off a shot at the early stage of this 65th minute, and Jerez sees it in traffic. There's bodies between him and the shooter, dives and gets a glove onto it to send it off. That does mean it's a set piece for Chattanooga FC as we'll get a corner kick from the far side. Robertson, the one who will deliver. 5 Navy kits in the 6-yard box. Here's the delivery. Bent close side of the 6, headed away quickly by Toby. Well played defensively by the big center back. Signed to the club in July of last year. Played in Armenia and Malta before coming to the United States. Really good in the Armenian First League. 55 appearances between 2021 and 2023. Ricardo Jerez will have goal kick. The former Guatemalan captain going to put us back underway as the Chattanooga Red Wolves will work from right to left. 66th minute is here. Still 1 goal apiece between Chattanooga Football Club and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and I'm really glad you're with us for one of the most historic nights in U.S. soccer history. How much fun has this been? I don't think it gets better than this. Can every week be like this? Or would that ruin it? Ball is in play and rattles around through the air a couple of times before being sent off unintentionally. 65th minute is deep into the 66th now, as we'll see a throw in for the Red Wolves just beyond the midfield line. CRW goes backwards initially. Toby takes it up, looking to Waters. That's who he'll flick it to. Left off, rolling it down to Kinsner. He's going to try the long strike. A header by Logan Brown keeps it away from a would-be attacker. Al Hassan trying to regather. Chattanooga to Farid Sarsar and CFC to LD, the keeper. Jakupovic delivers to Kohler and he misfires. Logan Brown is still down. I'm not sure if he's got a cramp. Looks like he's trying to stretch, and you never want to speculate about what an injury could be. We'll see what the medical staff has to say. The referee, Clark, comes over to check on the Texas native. He's been a really good piece in this early stage of 2025. Originally from Dallas, Texas, played for Dayton, the Flyers in Ohio and Massachusetts. He was with UMass from 2019 to 2022. Only had 1 year of eligibility left before finishing it up in the NCAA for the Flyers of Dayton. Love a little Big South soccer. We see a lot of those guys playing at this level. They've got a really nice conference. 68th minute rolls onto the clock where it's still 1-1 Chattanooga Football Club and the Red Wolves. Throw in is sent off. Redirected by CRW, so Chattanooga FC will take over. Eldine from the corner of the 6-yard box. Midway through our 68th. Delivered to Farid, Sarsar to Kohler. Pressure is coming. Struck long around a would-be defender for CRW. 1-2 passes down the touchline, make it 3 towards the left side of the 18-yard box, stolen out of the air. Knapp trying to gather for CRW. 3 Chattanooga FC players there, and they get on top of it. Trying to get something going down the touchline, dribbling this up into the air, and the collision gets a call from Clark that'll send it with CRW. Bit of good luck for the Red Wolves. They'll take that all day long. 69th minute is here. 1-1. Couple of substitutions coming. So onto the pitch is Ethan Dudley. And also joining him, the most prolific scorer in Chattanooga history, Marcus Naglestad. The wily veteran, originally from Norway, had a very decorated spell from 21 to 23. He was cold when he returned at the end of the 24 season. He scored twice in the first couple of weeks of 2025. 60 all-time goals for Chattanooga Football Club. 99 career goals as a full professional. We're on watch for the century mark for the man from Christensen. Red Wolves off the throw and dribbling around a defender. Shot to the left side. It's wide. Eldine dove to try and get gloves onto the ball. What a play in traffic. The Red Wolves put it on. Somehow they finessed that through traffic and get hooked up with Al Hassan. He fires one off. It goes wide. 70th minute is halfway over where it's 1-1. Red Wolves and CFC. Long feed out to the stripe, on the circle at midfield. Threw it to the close side. Callum turns around, playing keep away with Knapp. Between a pair of defenders, Stevie. Luis Jean harassed by 3. Given to Fareed. Sarsar ropes this down the touchline. Touched around a defender by Tate Robertson. Found the boots of a teammate, and they get it back. Stolen for only a moment by Jordan Ayambala. And CFC tries to find Mendonça, but the ball skeeters off of the pitch as we enter the 71st minute. 1-1 CFC CRW. We have nearly played an hour and a quarter. Into our final 20 minutes of regulation between these two in the second round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. 2 changes coming for the Red Wolves. We're going to see 2 fresh sets of bodies onto the field. Walifi is coming off. In his place, becoming a central midfielder, we're also going to see Joshua Ramos come off. 2 fresh sets of legs for the Red Wolves. Mercer, Pedro Hernandez dapping him up, says, let's go. Red Wolves happy to take as much time as they can. Chris Nugent talking to his players during the change. Mendonça, the one taking instruction from the head coach of Chattanooga Football Club. Long throw in for the Red Wolves. Through traffic, regathered. What a move between a pair of defenders. Capes his boot on top of the ball. Deep into the wing on the close side, down on the left end of the pitch. Crossing feed out to the penalty spot. Red Wolves trying to fight for it. Stevie strips it away. This one from the penalty arc out front and roped away by Chattanooga FC. Tate Robertson is triple teamed, able to stay on top of the ball and across to Luis Jean. Long delivery fed down across to the back door for Chattanooga FC. The big guy gives it to Stevie. Mendonça. Handoff. And this one is sent off. Mendonça's handoff goes at midfield to Tate Robertson before it's sent off by the Red Wolves intentionally. Michael Knapp didn't want to let them have possession. They're moving Robertson back behind the line. And in the 73rd minute, CFC will throw in. Navy kits go across to the far side where it's Kohler. He'll try a long bouncing pass down to the back door. Chattanooga backwards with it. Bentley there. Roping this, winding feed up to Mangarov. He's heavily defended. Down, taken by Toby. Toby for the Red Wolves, backwards. This one sent aerial by Kinsner. And the ball all the way to Eldine late in the 73rd minute. Jakupovic for Chattanooga Football Club. They're going to try and get to work again as they move from left to right. Stevie takes up the long feed, chipped back to Kohler. Nathan to Luis Jean, around a would-be defender. A lot of pressure from Michael Knapp. Down to Fareed. Sarsar, the Argentinian, is picked off. Knapp able to stay with it. Al Hassan and Michael Knapp really creating some trouble for Chattanooga FC. They do get the quick throw in. This one down the touchline, all the way into the corner and sent off. 74th minute is winding where it's 1-1. We're deadlocked, a goal apiece between these two. And the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, a corner, a set piece for Chattanooga FC. Anselin hands it off to Tate Robertson. Tate Robertson is going to do the work on the set piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Navy kits inside of the 6-yard box. Robertson in the close corner down in the right end. Here's the delivery, backdoor, this one's sailing. A header placed onto the ball. The helmet for the Red Wolves allows them to clear it away. A boot sent out to midfield and it rolls over the far touchline for CRW. Thrown in by Chattanooga Football Club. Deadlocked a goal apiece midway through our 75th minute. We've nearly played an hour and a quarter. Red Wolves take it away on the back side of the circle. CRW can't stay with it. Robertson jostling for the ball. Waters tries to clear it. Tate gets a boot onto it again. Now Michael Knapp fighting for possession. Red Wolves down the field. This connection goes to Al Hassan. He is double teamed by CFC. Al Hassan stays on the ball and gets around the Springfield, Ohio native. Luis Jean trailing him. Long shot. The howitzer is gloved by Yakupovic. Eldine makes the save, and that takes us to an hour and a quarter in Chattanooga. 1 goal apiece between the Red Wolves and CFC. Glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and the action just continues to build. We only have a quarter of an hour of regulation left to play between these two. What a crowd tonight in Chattanooga, Tennessee, one that will not soon be forgotten. The Scenic City Derby has been electric, and I'm glad you've shared it with me. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. This has just been wonderful. 76th minute is moving very quickly. We're closing in on our 77th, where it's 1-1. Ball towards midfield, goes off over the touchline in front of the Chattanooga FC bench. Some awkwardness, and so Tate Robertson will throw in. Backwards for Reed, ropes this all the way to the 18-yard box, just over the penalty arc. The fans getting loud in Chattanooga. 77th minute has arrived, still deadlocked, a goal apiece. CFC from left to right, working this into the central third of the pitch. In trouble, left off, down close, Callum Watson. Watson all the way through midfield to the touchline on the close side. They're halfway to the 18-yard box. Robertson knifing his way down against Michael Knapp, staying with him. Knapp trying to break this up. The Springfield, Ohio native harassed from behind by Al Hassan. He goes to the far side. Luis Jean leaves it off down to the touchline. Just on the edge of the wing, it's Chattanooga Football Club. Inside on the penalty arc. This one floated, backdoor on the end line, centering feed. Ricardo dives onto the ball. The Guatemalan covers it for the Red Wolves. We remain deadlocked, a goal apiece. And say goodbye to the 77th minute and hello to the 78th. And Haddaz is still lying on the pitch, not to the approval of the crowd in Chattanooga, Tennessee. What a magical night for Chattanooga soccer. I'm Gabriel Schrei. A huge crowd in Southeast Tennessee. Haddaz is still down and being attended to by medical staff. What a battle between these two in the second round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. The 110th running of one of the most magical tournaments globally. They just dump every professional club into a bracket, go at it, have fun. Ricardo is back onto his boots. A quick look at the MLSNP standings. St. Louis City 2 leads the table 11 points. Chattanooga FC sits in fourth of 29 clubs, 8 points from 3 games. Same total as New England, NYCFC 2, and Orlando, a fight amongst the top 5. Haddaz is going to run it off and still being harassed by the CFC home crowd. We've got a wave. Deadlocked, a goal apiece. 79th minute is halfway over as Haddaz is sent back to the 6-yard box. Taking a look at the USL 1 table, FC Naples leads the way, 8 points through 4 matches. The Red Wolves are in 11th place. They've drawn both of their games so far. Despite the unbeaten record, the Red Wolves have yet to register a win. Only 2 points. Most of the teams in the top half are between 4 and 6 points in USL 1. So the table very much up for grabs. It's super early. They've only played 2 regular season matches. Very excited for a great year for both of these leagues. Next for the Red Wolves, South Georgia Tormenta. That'll be in East Ridge. Then they take AV-Elta FC on the road. Chattanooga FC is headed to Carolina Core, but not before they play host to Orlando this weekend. We'll have that as well. Ball rolls all the way through midfield down to the 18-yard box of Chattanooga after the kick, and Eldine gets on top of it. 79th minute is wound into the 80th. We've got 10 minutes of regulation left to go, and still deadlocked, a goal apiece in U.S. Open Cup play. At midfield, this one taken up by the Red Wolves. They've got a head of steam from right to left. Running, dribbling down the touchline. This one sent across by Alambala. Down deep in the corner, working it backwards is Al Hassan. Looking for help, heavily defended by Chattanooga on the left corner of the 18. Floated across, backdoor, right corner of the 18. Red Wolves looking, long strike for the back door, and the shot to the left side sails over the top of the twine and out of play. 81st minute has arrived. It's goal kick, Eldine Yakupovic and Chattanooga FC. A packed house at Fort Finley. A night to remember for this city, this community in Southeast Tennessee. Ball sails out towards the central third. On top of it is Daniel. Mangarov playing keep away with Toby. Double teamed by the Red Wolves. Tangled up, Toby's got it, sent inside, deflected by Chattanooga FC. Mangarov back on his feet, has the ball. From the touchline, roped across the top to Marcus Naglestad. He floats this and just misdirected. Being harassed by the Red Wolves, he couldn't touch it down to where it needed to go for CFC to stay with the ball. Naglestad, originally from Kristiansand, Norway, scored late, way in added time. I think it was the 118th minute against Corpus Christi FC 2 weeks ago here at Fort Finley. Down on the right end of the pitch. We've got a player down for the Red Wolves, and the CFC fans are not having it. Clark, our referee, says we need medical attention. So on comes the training staff of the Chattanooga Red Wolves to see if he's all right. Hopefully he is. Other matches to keep an eye on in U.S. Open Cup play. On the 20th, Madison won 5-1. CLT a 3-2 win on the 20th. Cincinnati lost in shootouts to NYP. On the 21st, Omaha 2-1 win. On the 1st, CLB the 3-0 win. CLT the 2-1 win. Today, Portland and Highland. Knoxville a big match today. NYP a big match. Naperville, Omaha, Spokane, and Tacoma. All in U.S. Open Cup play. The third round draw takes place tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be on CBS Golazo, free via CBS Sports app and Pluto TV. The draw determines matchups and hosts for the third round games on the 15th, 16th, featuring 8 seeded or pre-designated hosts and 8 away teams from USL Championship. Teams are grouped geographically in 4s for that. So after the injury, we're going to be ready to go again, and the throw-in coming for the Red Wolves. Just beyond midfield, they're working from right to left. We're deadlocked a goal apiece late in the 83rd minute. If you're just joining us, welcome to the show. I'm Gabriel Schrein. It's the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup and a derby between two local clubs, the battle for supremacy in the Scenic City. Red Wolves working it around on the back, try a floater through the central third, down to the attacking third. Bentley's got it, dribbles off his knee, sent out to the midfield circle, blown tire initially and regathered. Red Wolves across to the back door, too much on it and he can't keep it on the field. He would have had it all alone in the corner with space to work with. Couldn't get the connection. We're halfway through our 84th minute. The Chattahooligans beginning another chance. CFC to throw in. Boys in blue. Set off immediately by those burgundy kits. Well played. Very aggressive in the corner. Clark calling out. This will be a Red Wolves throw-in. They're going to try to put this out to the penalty spot. Say goodbye to the 84th minute and hello to the 85th. 1 goal apiece, looking for the leading score. The throw-in will come from right near the corner for the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. Here it is, steps up, floats this down to the close side of the 6-yard box for him. Backside for us. Waters onto it on the end line, looking inside, chipped away by CFC, battling for it in the corner. He's trying to stay with it down near that flag, and the ball rolls off of the turf. 85th minute is about to come to a close. The Red Wolves will try again. Another throw in from near the corner. Chattanooga Red Wolves float this long out towards the penalty spot, close side of the 6-yard box, and sent off over the end line. Last touched by CRW, so CFC takes over. Goal kick, Eldine quickly rolls this out to Callum Watson. He'll return it down into the 18. The referee Clark says you need to kick that properly. I'll try again. Gabriel Schrei, Pro Side Soccer, it's the U.S. Open Cup. Deadlocked a goal apiece. Fareed Sarsar. Down along the edge of the 18-yard box. Kohler sends it along to the touchline through the central third of the pitch. He's got it near the edge of the midfield circle, and Clark sounds the whistle immediately as Waters collides with the Chattanoogan. Hopefully he's all right, still down. Is Naglestad. Chattanooga certainly needs those veterans in the locker room and on the pitch. They have some of the finest in America. Captain Alex McGrath from Spennymoor, England, and Marcus Naglestad from Kristiansand, Norway. 2 changes come for the Chattanooga Football Club. We're going to see Menjay Quack onto the field, as well as Robert Screen. Screen is going to take the place of Callum Watson. Menjay Quack will be at midfield. So Chattanooga the kick from behind midfield. We're in the 87th minute. It's halfway over. Deadlocked at a goal apiece between these two. Fareed Sarsar, long outward feed down the field, right side of the 18-yard box. Header sent out to the midfield stripe. On top of it, Stevie Luis Jean returns this to the center back. They'll try the far side now. Chattanooga FC sent this up. Dudley wanted the connection. Stevie returns it to Ethan. Pressure coming from the Red Wolves. Waters way up after the ball. Now Jakupovic with another penalty spot for Chattanooga. We've nearly played 1.5 hours of regulation in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. Delivered to Fareed. Sarsar around a would-be defender, Robert Screen, the all-time leader in appearances for the Kentucky Wildcats. In the midfield. Nice touch of the ball, but couldn't come up with it. Tate Robertson. Last touched by the Red Wolves, sent off by Michael Knapp. Robertson throws in. Backwards. Anselin, Sarsar. Up playing pressure. Bentley is there. Al Hassan is there. Too much, so Chattanooga playing a little pitch and catch. CFC backwards again, boys in blue. We're almost done with our 88th minute of play. Final moments of regulation. We've nearly played 1.5 hours. This one forward, sent across, backdoor feed, left side of the 18-yard box. Chattanooga Football Club onto it. Centered up, just inside of the penalty arc, back to the edge of the 18, down to the end line looking for the crossing ball. Red Wolves stay with it. This one chipped off of the pitch. Chattanooga Red Wolves bring the heat as CFC is trying to get a shot off. Menjay Quack picks up what was tipped away from Daniel Mangarov and throws in. He's trailed by a trio of defenders. Luis Jean has it stepped away by the Red Wolves. Bentley chasing the ball at midfield. Long strike over the top, aerial play from the circle, and headed off. Red Wolves send that off from the wing, thrown in by Chattanooga FC. They're going back to midfield again. 1.5 hours closing in on it. We're deep in the 89th minute. CFC and the Red Wolves deadlocked a goal apiece. We'll certainly see some stoppage time on regulation. Fareed Sarsar for Chattanooga Football Club lights off a pass deep into the wing. The Red Wolves to it first, and Waters sends it off. Kinsner and Waters right there with the ball. Robert Screen will throw in for Chattanooga FC. 90th minute of play, deadlocked at 1 goal. CFC out to the penalty arc, deep left side on the 18-yard box from the corner. Quack fires a shot to the right. Haddaz dives and tips this one away. Ricardo saw the shot coming, got his body in position, and able to prevent any damage from Menje, the South Korean. 90th minute is halfway over. 1-1, Chattanooga Red Wolves and Chattanooga Football Club. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and I'm really glad you're with us. We're going to see some free football in Chattanooga tonight. Sent long by Ricardo. Headered over to Menje Quack. He's looking for somewhere to go, walking his way through the central third of the pitch, down to the touchline. Run down from behind. Chattanooga Football Club's man is taken down by the Red Wolf. Still down and writhing in pain is Mangarov. Daniel being checked on now by our referee. 5 minutes of stoppage time on regulation. Great spot for the kick for Chattanooga Football Club. We played 20 seconds of 5 of stoppage time. 1.5 hours of regulation gone. A goal apiece between these two. First, the Red Wolves scored in the 7th minute. Chattanooga FC answered in the 19th, both on set pieces. Here's the free kick. Chattanooga Football Club floats this down to the 18-yard box. Header gloved. Ricardo saw that coming from a mile away and gets gloves onto the ball. Sent long. Red Wolves regather down outside of the attacking third, trying the long feed deep along the 18-yard box, and it rolls off. Almost midway through our 92nd minute where it's a goal apiece. 5 minutes of stoppage time, we played 90 seconds. So a corner coming for the Red Wolves. They send Al Hassan to deliver. Four red kits in the 6-yard box. Al Hassan looking down to them. We played 2 minutes of stoppage time. Welcome to our 93rd. 1-1. Red Wolves. The signal from Clark. Al Hassan. 4 teammates in the 6-yard box. Al Hassan steps up from the corner, strikes this close side of the 6. It's sent over the top. The aerial play into the brickwork of the concourse. Halfway through the 93rd minute, still deadlocked a goal apiece. The corner can't be put together by the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. Eldin Yakupovic will goal kick for CFC. Chattanooga working left to right, late. We're halfway through stoppage time between these two. 5 minutes called for. We played 2 minutes and 42 seconds. 1-1 in Chattanooga, Tennessee between the Red Wolves and CFC. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Glad you're here. This one out to midfield. Tate Robertson headers it over to Screeney. Robert gets it around a one would-be defender, and Noglestad cannot get to it in time. Waters, really good job of boxing out the wily veteran from Kristiansand, Norway. So a throw-in to come for the Red Wolves as Waters is back with the ball. They're right in front of Section 109, CRW. 3 minutes and a dozen seconds of stoppage time played. Thrown in, long feed, just through midfield. Bentley puts a helmet onto the ball. The header to Stevie Louis Jean. Robert Screen gets it through for Chattanooga Football Club. Noglestad delivers to Tate Robertson, the Springfield, Ohio native. Backwards, now again to him. Robertson looking around the defender Al Hassan, and it's stripped away to Waters. Red Wolves trying to clear this. Tied up by Robert Screen, the whistle. Clark stops us. Pushing and shoving late. And a lot of contact there. No fist thrown yet. The crowd is into it. The referee trying to break it up. Teammates trying to break it up. Here comes Yakupovic. Hadez is out there as well, breaking this up. 2 veterans. No card thrown. Our referee still trying to clear this up. The Navy and the Burgundy coming into collision late. 95th minute is here. We've got 45 seconds of the called for stoppage time left to go. The Chattanooga FC fans want a red card. Clark is sorting this out. Bentley standing by with him, Mendonça, and a yellow flash to both. So Mangarov will suffer the yellow. And another yellow for Haddaz. Ricardo, the veteran, takes the yellow. Omar Gomez is the one who took the yellow for the collision. He came out, let Mangarov have it. And I believe he did come out and get after him first, but obviously, you know the rule in sports, whoever retaliates is the one that gets caught. 5 minutes of stoppage time is what we were called for. We're almost to the 97th minute now as we're still deadlocked a goal apiece. We could play a lot of stoppage time. There is no golden goal in the U.S. Open Cup. If we finish our stoppage time, we go to a pair of overtime periods, 15 minutes apiece. Sent long, and they're going to send us to extra time in Chattanooga, Tennessee, between the Red Wolves and CFC after an absolute barn burner 90 minutes in regulation, an hour and a half played. More magical soccer to come in just a moment. Gabriel Schrei here, glad you're with me. They'll take a short break before this period. The referees certainly need a moment to recoup and recap. It's the Red Wolves, it's Chattanooga FC, 1-1 in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. Overtime coming.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams for American Humane. For thousands of years, dogs have been our best friends in our worst times. Today, we're also learning that our best friends, millions of whom are abandoned each year, are often the best medicine when people are facing obstacles. To help both people and animals, organizations like American Humane have been working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, finding animals in need of forever homes and training them as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help our veterans, the elderly, and children overcome the daily obstacles of life. In this way, the rescued can become the rescuers. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my Grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome back inside of Finley Stadium, and we're underway now in our first extra time period. If you have not tuned into a U.S. Open Cup match before, let me tell you how this one works. So they will play 2 extra time periods. There is no golden goal. They will play all 30 minutes no matter what happens next. And if for some reason there's no score at the end of these 2 extra time periods, or they're still tied, Bentley gets this through traffic and fires a shot. Eldine makes the save. That's offside. If for some reason they're still deadlocked, say they both score a goal and it's 2-2, or they both score a pair and it's 3-3, we go to penalties. It'll be 5 shots each, and from there, sudden death. Eldine Jakupovic, goal kick. Playing our first quarter of an hour of extra time in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Hello and welcome. Glad you're with us. Tonight, 12,131 of Chattanooga's closest friends have gathered, the 4th highest attendance in club history. And the rundown on the back end results in a whistle. Clark coming over to check on the Chattanooga. Navy kit still down. Looks like he's all right. Eldine there as well. So it's goal kick. He appears to be all right. Dudley back onto his boots. Chattanoogans are relieved. We'll be back underway momentarily. Long kick by Jakupovic through the air, skying this out. Screen after it all the way down to the opposing 18, and it's sent off. We've already played a pair of minutes. We're to the 93rd minute in our first extra time period between these two. If you're just joining us, I'm Gabriel Schrei. Glad you're along for the ride this second round of the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup.
We have a CFC corner kick.
So the corner kick coming from the far side, everybody down on the left. Ricardo, the keeper, inside of the 6-yard box, 5 Navy kits in front of him. Lots of pushing and shoving. Clark is satisfied. Here's the signal. Corner kick delivered, bent over the top, back door of the 6, sent away by the Red Wolves, down towards the penalty spot. Again, a helmet from the Red Wolves. CRW clears this all the way down midway between the 18-yard box and midfield stripe. It's off the pitch, last touched by the Red Wolves. Chattanooga throws in. CFC gets this onto the edge of the wing. Naglestad backwards with it. Quick connection. Menjay, Stevie Louise. Gene looking both ways, away from Matt Bentley. He'll deliver to Dudley, and now to the center back. Chattanooga FC, Nathan to the far side. Kohler, quick connection. Just beyond midfield for Reed, a handoff. CFC rolls this across the top of the AstroTurf. Dudley again with the ball. He'll give to Jakupovic, the keeper, who's standing just beyond the penalty arc. Chattanooga FC. Roping passes back and forth, down just beyond the touchline. This one is going to be sent off. Got it through midfield. Chattanooga FC tries to get a long pass connected, and instead it's broken up at the point where they begin it. 95th minute has arrived. We played 4 minutes of our first extra time period. Still deadlocked, a goal apiece between CFC and the Red Wolves. This one floated on. Chattanooga FC to Luis Jean. Stevie's pass is pinballed away by the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. Deep in the wing on the close side, down near the corner. Stepping around one defender, and this one's sent off. Great play by the Red Wolves. Jordan Ayambala gets onto the ball, fights it down into the corner. He's looking for that crossing feed. No one there. Has to stay with it a little too long, but it results in a corner for the Red Wolves. Corner will come from the close side. Everybody down on the right end of the pitch. 3 Navy kits, 3 Burgundy kits. Everybody loading up the 18. Now 4 Burgundy kits on the 6-yard box. 7 Navy. Eldin Yakupovic, the keeper for Chattanooga, deep in the goal. 96th minute has arrived. We played 5 of our first extra time period. Here's the bend from the corner out to the spot. Red Wolves on it. They've got it for a moment. Chattanooga FC chips it away. Couldn't stay with it. Rejected, returned back down to the 18-yard box. Yakupovic wants offside. Al Hassan has it on the edge of the wing. Steps around the defender, trying to beat out Tate Robertson. Bent along the end line. This one's off. Goal kick. Halfway through our 96 minutes, still deadlocked, a goal apiece. 12,000 fans in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Sent on, rolling down the field of play towards the central third. Chattanooga's man goes down on a blown tire. CFC to Naglestad. He fights it through, and the Red Wolves pick it off. In vacant space. Now backwards goes CRW. 6 minutes of stoppage time, extra time played in this case. We're on to the 97th. Chattanooga FC tries to get on top of it at central field. This one, aerial play, goes out near the Chattanooga Red Wolves bench. CFC a shootout win over the weekend against Atlanta United in MLSNP play. Coming up for them, they'll host Orlando SC this weekend, Saturday, April 5th, then travel to Carolina to take on Carolina Core on the 12th. And hosting Crown Legacy on the 19th of this month. So the ball off the throw-in. Chattanooga places a helmet onto it in the air at midfield. Pinballs around and goes off. Fighting for it, Dudley thought he was going to be able to get onto the ball. Instead, the Red Wolves going to gather up possession. Omar forces the turnover. Owen Green will throw in. Seven minutes of extra time played. We're to the 98th, 1-1. A header by Dudley. Red Wolves backwards. Couldn't gather. Omar. This one a shove. Naglestad, the man from Christensen. Entry pass to the 18. Picked off. Regathered by Chattanooga FC off the quick clear. Anselin looking for it. This one onto the left side of the 18. Naglestad fires a shot right side through traffic. It's wide. Marcus got it. He misses by 2 foot wide right. Ricardo saw that coming. He could have got onto the ball if it was on target. It was just wide enough to avoid it. 7.5 played of stoppage time. Chattahooligans are shouting, chanting, "We're going to score on you." Glad you're with us wherever you may be. Tonight's feed available online, free to stream at Chattanooga FC on Mixlr.com or through the Mixlr app. Free to download, free to listen, any device, anywhere. On YouTube at SESN Sports and at Try Guy on YouTube. You can also find it on X, or formerly Twitter, at Try Guy. Glad you're with me. I'm Gabriel Schrei, deadlocked to goal apiece. In our first extra time period, it's 1-1. We're midway through our 99th minute of play in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup between Chattanooga FC and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. CFC a goal kick on the back. Eldin gets us started. Luis Jean takes it up. To the touchline, Dudley tries midfield. Broken up initially by Owen Green. Luis Jean over the top to Quack. Menjay has this stolen away by Waters, the big guy. Pinballs that one off of the field. Menjay will throw in. We played 9 minutes of extra time. Quack backwards to Stevie. ropes this pass to Dudley. Ethan tags this one to the backside of the circle. Kohler across. From right to left goes Chattanooga Football Club. The boys in blue walking this through the front side of the circle, left off for Ethan Dudley. Around a would-be defender in the Red Wolf. Menjay pass to the 18, left side, broken up by the Red Wolves. CRW onto it, cleared around one defender, caught up now by Al Hassan. Long feed, slide tackled away by Chattanooga FC. Red Wolves will throw in from midfield. We're almost into the 101st minute of play, deadlocked at a goal apiece between these two. 1.5 hours wasn't enough to decide it. We're in the first extra time period. We'll play 2 15-minute extra time periods regardless of who scores. 101st minute has arrived. Red Wolves long throw into the wing, down on the close side, trying to get this into the 18, and Dudley clears it out to midfield again. Waters tags it up on the edge of the circle, wants to deliver the long feed. Owen Green takes it. Harassed now by Anselin. Keegan, the West Florida product, breaks it up with a slide tackle. He's run over by Knapp, trying to get the ball on the move. Naglestad wants to help him, and now Clark says that's too much. A yellow card shown to Owen Green. They want a red. CFC says they stomped on him. Give us the red. Clark won't do it. And so Chattanooga will have the free kick from alongside the circle. The 102nd minute approaching. Deadlocked, 1 goal apiece between these two at extra time. It's the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Some sorting to do for Clark. A lot of bodies lining the edge of the 18-yard box. So we've now played 11.5 minutes of our quarter of an hour of our first extra time period. Our TV crew says he did stomp on him. This one is sent away. All the way from left to right. Red Wolves trying to get something going. They're beyond the wing. Red Wolves, a nifty move down along the touchline. Stevie Luis Jean takes it away. Clark says that's a Red Wolves ball. Referee stopping Stevie immediately. He's pleading his case. Clark does not look entertained. Clark is not having it. We've got a change coming for Chattanooga Football Club. Kohler is getting rotated out in place of Jesus Ibarra, the San Diego, California product. Jesus has been a very, very good contributor for Chattanooga Football Club for a very long time. The left winger, 7 goals last season. Flair and attacking impetus to this left flank. Versatile winger, he can play both sides. A wealth of experience. USL Championship, League One, Eton Nora, Nisa. He's got a knack to find the twine. Set piece for the Red Wolves, thrown in from the edge of the wing. Header on the edge of the 6-yard box, and Clark says that's too much contact, goal kick. The ball given to Chattanooga FC. We've played 13 minutes of our first quarter of an hour of extra time. That means we are now in the 114th minute with 1 goal apiece between the Red Wolves and CFC. Eldin Jakubovic leaves it off. Boys in blue. In trouble is Menjay. Quack gives it off to Dudley, who skies this out of play. Up into row B, look out. At midfield, this one taken in by a fan. Throw in coming for the Red Wolves in prime position. CFC must park the bus. Owen Green will deliver this. _115th minute is approaching. 12,000 fans in attendance, and I would say 10,000 of them wearing blue. A great turnout for both of these clubs. Throw in coming for the Red Wolves. Long feed, center of the 6-yard box, headed away, regathered. A howitzer goes over the top for the Red Wolves, up onto the concourse in the greenery. behind the twine where a young fan gathers the ball. Great shot for the Red Wolves. A good opportunity. Now it'll be followed by a corner. From the close touch line, Chattanooga Red Wolves. All Hassan to take the corner. Standing by in hopes of helping him, Jordan. One defender on the close side for Chattanooga FC on the edge of the 18-yard box. This one sails over the top of the 6. Can't gather it initially. Now Knapp has it in the far wing down near the corner for the Red Wolves, and he gets hit with a whistle as the ball goes to Chattanooga FC. 115th minute is going to come to a close as we'll go to our second extra time period between Chattanooga Football Club and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. It is 1-1 in Chattanooga, Tennessee in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. Somebody needs a stunner to walk away with a victory.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Hi, I'm EJ Williams for American Humane. For thousands of years, dogs have been our best friends in our worst times. Today, we're also learning that our best friends, millions of whom are abandoned each year, are often the best medicine when people are facing obstacles. To help both people and animals, organizations like American Humane have been working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, finding animals in need of forever homes and training them as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help our veterans, the elderly, and children overcome the daily obstacles of life. In this way, the rescued can become the rescuers. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Unbelievably, we have played on and on and on in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We played an hour and a half of regulation. We played a quarter of an hour of extra time. And here we are, our second quarter of an hour of extra time. One of these clubs is looking for a stunner of a goal. A change for Chattanooga as we enter this period. Peter Plowman onto the field. Center forward, a new signee. Player of the Year in NCAA D2 during the 2024 season. 25 goals for Mars Hill. He led the Lions in the NCAA tournament, their first appearance since 2012. We're underway in our second extra time period. 1 quarter of an hour left to play between these two. A goal here for either club would just about do it. Deadlocked at 1 apiece. We scored in the 7th minute. It was a long strike for the local hero, Omar Hernandez. And it was responded to moments later by Chattanooga FC. Daniel Mangarov nailed one in the 19th minute, also on a set piece. Long clearing ball by the Red Wolves is pinballed around. CFC tries to get it away. Knapp takes it up midway between the midfield circle and 18-yard box. Backside, Red Wolves, far side, down near the touchline. They're working from right to left. Chattanooga Red Wolves across down to the touchline, looking for the feed. This one towards the right side of the 18-yard box and sent off by Daniel Mangarov. Chattanooga FC will throw in. 1 minute of this first bit of time gone. A quarter of an hour left to play. We played 1 minute of that. This pinballed around a little bit, and now the call as the Red Wolves have great position to work with this. Jakupovic in goal for Chattanooga Football Club. Ricardo Jerez in goal, the former Guatemalan national team captain. for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. It's a derby unlike any other, the culmination of a soccer war in America at the minor league level. This one left Red Wolves, long strike towards the 6-yard box on the right side. Chattanooga clears it away initially, regathered by CRW on the left side of the 18-yard box. Long winding pass. This one sent inside on the feed by Jordan. Ayambala can't get the connection. Red Wolves are scrambling to regather at midfield after CFC put a helmet onto it. The aerial play still moving from left to right, looking for Naglestad. This one can't be connected with as it's cleared off by Waters. Chattanooga FC will throw in. This is Jesus Abada. The San Diego, California product goes behind midfield. He's got Robert Screen all the way to the center back for Reed Sarsar. He'll distribute far side, working from left to right. Chattanooga Football Club, one pass now two. We played 2.25 minutes of our quarter of an hour of extra time in our second period of extra time. A goal scored here would be devastating for the other club. This one sent long. Peter has it for a moment. Robert Screen playing some catch with him. He's heavily defended by the Red Wolves. Gets it around Kinsner. This one with Chattanooga FC. Blown tire. This one on the boots of the Red Wolf and the whistle. Jordan going to pick up the call on the foul. And so a throw in for Chattanooga FC. Robert Screen, the former Kentucky Wildcat, the one who will take the kick. Instead, it will be a free kick from the spot of the violation. They're a long way off from scoring, but a prime set piece late in this U.S. Open Cup matchup. Standing with him is Mangarov. Screen leaves it. Daniel takes it. Mangarov delivered to Robert. Down deep in the wing near the end line. Crossing ball cleared off by the Red Wolves. Great play defensively by the Chattanooga Red Wolves again. This time it's Matt Bentley. Really good job by Bentley trailing that, saw it coming on the edge of the 6-yard box. He just follows that in perfect position to easily make the play. Corner and set piece now for Chattanooga's football club. Extra time, extra action, deadlocked at a goal apiece in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. Chattanooga the corner, bent across, backdoor the 6, no one there. This sails end line. Goal kick, Ricardo. The Guatemalan captain is the one who will do the work. Chattanooga Red Wolves, Chattanooga Football Club. 12,000 folks on hand tonight in Fort Finley. Down on the AstroTurf, this one we played 4 minutes of our second extra time period. This one sent long from the edge of the 6-yard box. One header, couldn't regather. This one is going to be a foul against Chattanooga Football Club, called by Clark. CFC fans don't like the call. 110th minute closing in on the 111th minute. 4 Red Wolves trying to decide who will take the spot. Gabriel Schrei 1-1. Glad you're here with me for this one. A historical moment coming up. Will this one end in extra time or will we go to pens? 2 standing by with the ball. Grayson and Al-Hassan. The signal by Clark. He's satisfied with the bodies. Al-Hassan leaves it. And now the kick, roped, a laser to the penalty spot, regathered by the Red Wolves straight off the penalty arc, sent back to midfield on the circle, aerial play, 6-yard box. Waters throws the header at a massive collision as he runs down screen inside. Clark comes down to break that up, but they're up and running. Extra time wears on in Chattanooga between the Red Wolves and CFC. Both coaches on their feet shouting out. Scott McKenzie, the bench boss, the leader on the sideline for the Red Wolves of Chattanooga. Chris Nugent, the first-year head coach for CFC. Extra time wears on. Jakopovic in a deadlocked match, a goal apiece in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. This one, aerial play, header after header. Mendonça tries to strike this across, regathered. Anselin leaves it off to the touchline, harassed by the Red Wolves, nearly taken. There it is, Red Wolves get the steal. CRW taken down from behind, and Clark whistles. Certainly a foul. They'll show a card. Jesus Ibarra catches the yellow. He got his boots onto the back of Hassan's, not Anselin's. 112th minute is about to come to a close. It's a goal apiece. And so the kick will come from just a few feet beyond midfield as the Red Wolves are working from right to left. We played a dozen more minutes than 100. 1-1, Red Wolves and CFC in our second extra time period. Left struck, long feed, pinballs towards the penalty arc and headed away by Farid Sarsar. The Argentinian buys CFC space, changing shape. Here's the drive from CRW, right side of the penalty arc, and Eldin covers it. In the 113th minute, Jakobovic makes the save for Chattanooga Football Club. A goal apiece we play on in extra time. Eldin sends this long, and Peter draws the whistle this time. He was grabbed, locked from behind by both arms of the Red Wolf. The kick will come from about 10 yards off of the 18-yard box to the right of it. Chattanooga Football Club working from left to right in this second extra time period. Screen standing by with the ball. Daniel Mangarov standing by with the ball. Chris Nugent sends Quack into the wing on the close side. They're way down on the right. Two players standing on the back side of the midfield circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Navy kits inside of the 18-yard box. Left by screen, Mangarov's got it. Steps around a would-be defender, Bentley. Long strike left side. The laser finds its way onto the grass and into the hands of some young Chattanooga fans. So a goal kick for the wily veteran Ricardo. We'll see what he can do with it. Still deadlocked, a goal apiece, our second extra time period. A goal here would be an absolute stunner. Gabriel Schrei, glad you're with us. 115th minute has arrived. Long strike of the football. This one, a helmet thrown. Couldn't regather. A second one thrown, roped over the top. This one just beyond midfield. The Red Wolves put it back onto the attacking side. They're working from right to left. Struck around one Chattanooga FC defender. Now Stevie Louis Jean can't stay with it. Rolling after the football. Somehow through traffic around the referee Clark. Jordan's got it. Ayambala looking for help. Naglestad in pursuit of the ball. Waters the center back. Long strike into the wing on the far side. Way down from right to left into the corner. Red Wolves on top of the ball. Chattanooga Red Wolves trying to center this up, and this one lost in the corner. It rolls off. We're late in the 115th minute of play. 1-1 between Chattanooga FC and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. 12,000 fans on hand. Eldin Jakobovic to put us back underway. The keeper for Chattanooga. 40 years old, the wily veteran. 116th minute on the clock as Eldin takes every second he can to walk this out to the edge of the 6-yard box. He's going to burn some clock. Time wasting could be called for by Clark. Jakobovic strikes this, sailing the ball down the field. Robert Screen takes it off the boots of Al Hassan and now sent off. Al Hassan kicked that one over the touchline. Quickly thrown in. Naglestad, he's triple teamed. Taken away by Waters. Standing by his nap. He wants it for the Red Wolves. Somehow delivered to Omar. Hernandez fights his way through midfield. Centered up to Matt Bentley. On the midfield circle, Red Wolves go backwards to Waters. Center back, floats it down. He's got Michael Knapp. Through traffic, Knapp gets it right back off of the pinball feed. Delivered far side as they go from right to left. 15 yards beyond the midfield stripe. This one back and forth. Red Wolves left off end line. Chattanooga's Red Wolves inside. This one directed just right of the post. Eldin Jakobovic was in place to make the save. But a very good effort by the Red Wolves as this is sent off over the end line. Jordan was right there to try and put the play together. And Ayambala just can't get it to go. 1-1, our 117th minute is halfway over. The second round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. It's the Red Wolves and Chattanooga's Football Club. From the corner, Red Wolves, Waters delivers the corner kick in the set piece. Too much on it. This one rolls all the way down the end line and off of the field into the waiting hands of Chattanooga FC. Robert Strain is the one who will put us back underway. Just 3 minutes away from pens between these two.
Tonight's institution is brought to you by Outlier, the official hiring partner of Chattanooga Football Club. Outlier partners of Chattanooga business who find and hire top-tier talent. Outlier.com.
It's the first time these two clubs have ever played. We're in the 118th minute. This one through traffic, far side from left to right at midfield. Chattanooga FC to Jesus Abada. He's got it just beyond the 18. Double teams taken away by Matt Bentley now. Got some help from Waters. Red Wolves from right to left. Jesus chasing Matt. Bentley just beyond the midfield circle. He's got some help, leaves it off back door. Quick connection to Jonathan Felipe and the collision. Menje Quack catches the whistle. In frustration, he boots the ball and he's going to catch a yellow. Clark, our referee, to his credit, has really let these guys play tonight. I, for one, am a big fan. Just let them play. Let's get a little bit of physicality, not too much. Have a good, clean match. Have a competitive, physical match. So far, I think this has been very, very quality officiating. We're midway through our 119th minute, 90 seconds of extra time left to play in this Open Cup match between the Red Wolves and Chattanooga FC. Felipe and Al Hassan standing by with the football. Al Hassan leaves it. Felipe strikes, roping this to the left side of the penalty arc. Screen, pitches it straight up. This one off of the field, up into row A. Over the touchline and back to CRW. 60 seconds left in extra time. Chattanooga Football Club back in their defensive shell. The 120th minute has arrived. At Finley Stadium, it's the Open Cup. 1-1. A goal here is certainly a winner. The Red Wolves, a set piece with 40 seconds left to play in extra time. Chattanooga FC in a defensive shell. Here's the throw-in, corner of the 6-yard box, headed straight up. Fighting for the ball, down in front, in trouble. Eldine dives, trying to get on top of it, swatting at the ball, and now still fighting for it down deep. Clark, the referee, is in the scrum trying to break this up. Jakopovic is angry. Knapp pushing and shoving. The Red Wolves down inside getting physical with CFC. They're trying to protect their keeper. Clark is trying to bust this up. The referee's right on top of it. Eldine, the elder statesman, not happy with the physicality. They absolutely crashed down on him. And that takes us to the 121st minute at 1-1. Extra time, period number 2. Unbelievable. So the yellow card is assessed against Eric Kinsner. Jakopovic is shaken up. Melanie Schaefer, the longtime athletic staff member of Chattanooga FC, is coming on to check on the elder statesman. So they're telling us that they've added 1 minute to extra time. This is our second extra time period. It's 1-1, Chattanooga FC and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. And if this ends deadlocked at 1 apiece, we go to a penalty shootout between these two. They'll each take 5 shots. If one of them leads at the end of pens, that is our winner who will advance to the third round. If there is not a leader at the end of 5 penalty shots apiece, they'll go 1-1. Sudden death. Jakobovic back onto his boots after a quick conversation with our athletic staff trainer, Melanie Schaefer, and what a wonderful job she does. So a minute added to our extra time period. The clock has wound on. It'll be difficult to measure. I would assume when he kicks, they're going to give us 60 seconds from that moment. We're almost to the 123rd minute. This is drop kick. 121 minutes, 48 seconds played. This one at midfield. Red Wolves have it initially. Waters trying to stay with it. It's lost. Couldn't keep it in front of the Chattanooga FC bench. Robert Screen was right there defensively. Thrown in by CFC. Hattered through the air. Red Wolves gather. Omar turns the circle away from Peter. He's got help on both sides. Tries to air it out. This one for the wing. He's got Al Hassan deep near the end line. And the Argentinian defending him, Clark. The whistle. And Chattanooga FC gets the ball late in our second extra time. I have to think there's less than 20 seconds left until we go to pens. What a barn burner. What an instant classic. This is everything we were promised. A rivalry match larger than life. 12,000 in attendance, years in the making. A pivotal moment in the soccer wars in America. Eldine drop kicks, and that's it. Extra time is complete. We are going to pens in the U.S. Open Cup second round between the Red Wolves of Chattanooga FC and Chattanooga Football Club. I just can't believe we're going to pens. If you write that in a script for a Hollywood film about two clubs in the same town and how bitter the rivalry is even though they never played, you write the script about how they're going to have to play in the Open Cup for the first time. The whole town comes out. It's a great turnout, and you say, and then they play both extra times and have to go to pens. The person you're pitching that script to takes a big red pen. They say, that's too much. No one will believe that. It's too ridiculous. That's make-believe. That's where we are. We're in the land of make-believe. We're going to pens. We played 2 hours of soccer between these two. It wore on and on and on. Both of our goals in the first 20 minutes of play, and here we are in the late stages. It's time to shoot pens in Chattanooga. Absolutely unreal. This one has come down to pens in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. I'll break with these two clubs. We'll be back in just moments with a thrilling conclusion between these two. Don't go anywhere.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at chattanooga.fc.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
2 hours wasn't enough. We've gone to penalties in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. And so our winner will be decided 5 shooters apiece. If someone leads at the end of this, they will advance to the third round. Tonight, 12,000 fans on hand in Chattanooga, Tennessee, for a crosstown rivalry, years in the making. It's as bitter as it gets. Red versus blue, the Red Wolves and CFC. Here come our keepers, and Chattanooga Football Club will shoot first. Two of the best keepers you're going to see at this level of soccer. Two of the best keepers in American soccer. Our first shooter will be number 16 of Chattanooga Football Club, Daniel Mengarov. The keeper tonight for Chattanooga Red Wolves has put together a highlight reel worth saving for the ages. He'll show his grandkids this one. Ricardo Jerez. He was the captain of the Guatemala national team from 2006 until 2023. He started for his home country 67 times. Can he stop Chattanooga's football club? Can he propel the Red Wolves to the second round of the U.S. Open Cup? We'll find out momentarily. Our first shooter, Daniel Mangarov, has already scored a goal this season, and he scored tonight. The former University of Virginia of the Cavalier standing on the penalty spot. We're ready to go. Everyone is on their feet in Tennessee. Clark, our referee, a final word. Ricardo in the very center of the goal. Mangarov leaves the ball. Clark, the referee, is satisfied. A final word. And now our shooter steps back. He's going to take 1, 2, 3 steps backwards. He's just to the right of the ball. Hands on his hips. Ricardo shifting both ways. There's the whistle. Steps left, shoots left. It's deflected away. Jerez saves the first. So after one shooter, we're scoreless in Penns between the Red Wolves and Chattanooga FC. Ricardo Jerez will be replaced by another incredible veteran, Eldin Yakupovic, 40 years old, came here from MLS side LAFC, and he has played all around the world. Many, many awards, a very decorated veteran. The 40-year-old will face his first shooter in Penns, and the Chattanooga fans don't like him. It's Matt Bentley. The Red Wolves at Finley Stadium, 8.2 miles from their home venue. You'd think they were in another country. Our first shooter missed. Chattanooga FC has 4 shooters to go. This is the first of 5 for the Red Wolves. It's Bentley. He steps all the way back to the edge of the 18-yard box, stepping to the left, staring down Eldin, the crowd growing louder. Bentley takes a deep breath. He approaches 1, 2, 3, 4 steps left side. He got it. 1-0, the Red Wolves lead in Penns. Bentley gets it to go first. 4 shooters left for both clubs. Chattanooga is going to look to swing the pendulum. Ricardo will take his place back on the AstroTurf. And before our second shooter gets ready to go, Eldin gives them some words of encouragement. It's number 2, Robert Screen. The right back came from USL League One, played for the Wildcats in college. He's the second shooter tonight for Chattanooga FC. He takes 4 steps backwards. He's to the left side of the ball. The signal, Ricardo waiting. Here's the approach, 1, 2, 3, shot right side. We're equalized, 1 apiece. The second shooter for Chattanooga FC makes it 1-1 in Tennessee. Robert Screen ties us up in Penns. Screen is replaced by our second Red Wolf shooter. Eldin will take his place in goal. The Chattanooga crowd is not friendly to red. They are letting them hear it at Fort Finley. Zahir Vasquez, the second shooter for the Red Wolves. We're deadlocked, 1 apiece in Penns. He takes 3 steps backwards, just to the left of the ball, waiting. Eldin directly between the post, shuffling, stepping, left side, he got it. 2-1, Red Wolves lead in Penns. They're perfect so far. 2 for 2 with 3 shooters left to go. The Red Wolves are leading Chattanooga FC in Penns. The third round of the U.S. Open Cup awaits the winner of this match. Glory and acclaimed the scenic city, the very rocks this city is built on the line between these two. The most bitter rivalry you can imagine, the Red Wolves and CFC. Chattanooga Football Club sends the man from Kristiansand, Norway, the most decorated electric player in club history, Marcus Naglestad. Ricardo Jerez, the former Guatemalan captain, standing between the post. Naglestad, 1, 2, 3, a howitzer to the left side, and he lights the lamp. 2-2 in Pens. Naglestad gets it to go. Naglestad has scored 2 goals already this season. 99 all-time as a full pro, 60 for Chattanooga Football Club. The Red Wolves send on their third shooter. We're tied in Pens, 2-2. 10,000 booing Blue fans. Felipe will take on the 40-year-old Eldin Jakupovic. The elder statesman staring him down. Jonathan started his career with Hartford Athletic. He's just a couple of years into it. The pressure through the roof for this guy. He's straight back from the ball, just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Shuffles left, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, chopping his feet. 1 step, 2 steps, 3, right side, he got it. 3-2, the Red Wolves lead in Pens. They are perfect through 3 shooters. Chattanooga's first missed. Chattanooga sent on Daniel Mangarov, who scored in the 19th minute. He missed the first. That was responded to by Matt Bentley. He got it to go for the Red Wolves. They led 1-0 after 1 shooter. The second shooter goes. Robert Screeney, the former Wildcat, gets it to go for Chattanooga. That deadlocked us at 1 apiece, but the response goes easily for the Red Wolves. The third shooter, Naglestad, gets it to go for Chattanooga. That made it 2-2, but then Felipe, seconds ago, makes it 3-2 Red Wolves. Now the fourth shooter for Chattanooga FC onto the pitch. Ricardo between the post. The man from Argentina, Farid Sarsar, takes a shot to the left side and buries it in the back of the twine. It's 3-3 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Pens coming down to the wire as well. The electricity in the venue is growing with each passing second. Three total shooters left, 2 for the Red Wolves, 1 for Chattanooga FC. Eldin Jakupovic must foil this man for CRW. The Red Wolves have sent a very efficient leg to the penalty spot. Pedro Hernandez, the right back. He's standing just over the penalty arc. Shuffles left, now right, fires left side and gets it to go. It's 4-3 Red Wolves and Pens. Chattanooga's next shooter must score. Chattanooga has sent their 5th shooter forward. It's Ethan Dudley. If Dudley does not score, the match ends. Dudley, the center back, came from Atlanta United 2, played with Crown Legacy before that in Union Omaha, played at Florida Gulf Coast and Northwestern in college in Chicago. Ethan Dudley is the captain of the ship for the Scenic City. Can they force extra shooters? It's 4-3 Red Wolves. This is it. If he misses, the Red Wolves win and they advance in the Open Cup. Dudley, 5 steps backwards. He's to the right of the ball. There's the whistle. Shuffles right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoots! It's saved! Ricardo gets it to stop! The Red Wolves win, but wait, Clark says no! Clark says no! The referee says no. The fans erupt. Unbelievable. As if the tension wasn't great enough. Now a fight breaking out between Eldin and Michael Knapp, and the yellow card for Michael. Knapp comes all the way down to the 18-yard box and gets a shove-in on Jakubovic. So he'll shoot a second time. Ricardo stopped him once on the right side. Ethan Dudley, to keep the U.S. Open Cup dreams of Chattanooga FC alive, staring down the veteran keeper from Guatemala. Ricardo, directly between the post. Dudley, last time shot right. He's 3 steps back from the ball to the right. Shuffles, steps, fires. He got it! 4-4! 1 shooter left to go. The Red Wolves can end it here. Ethan Dudley gets a second chance gifted from the soccer gods and buries it in the twine. It all comes down to this. Chattanooga Football Club must force extra shooters. They must force sudden death. The Red Wolves can advance to the next round of the U.S. Open Cup. With a score here, it's their 5th shooter. They've been perfect. They're 4 for 4. This is it. They've sent Owen Green, the right back from Miami, Florida. The English-born back. He takes 4 steps back. He's to the left of the ball. The crowd growing loud. And Clark and Green having words, the referee. They want the ball perfectly on the spot. The tension couldn't be any higher. Green takes 6 small steps. He's to the left of the ball. Eldin Jakubovic, the veteran, waits. Clark stepping back, the referee, the signal. This is Owen Green, the shooter. He's to the left of the ball, waiting, watching. Motionless. Now he steps up, fires. He gets it to go. The Red Wolves win. They advance to the 3rd round of the U.S. Open Cup in Pens. It's chaos on the field. Clark is trying to keep things under control. The Red Wolves storm the pitch. The AstroTurf at Fort Finley tonight belongs to the Chattanooga Red Wolves. And the fans in blue hurling insults as we've got some altercations breaking out on the edge of the pitch. Chris Nugent is out there trying to get guys off of the field. The Red Wolves, Legacies is trying to break his guys up and get them back to the locker room as they're exchanging words with children and fans standing on the concourse. Michael Knapp has taken his kit off and is shaking it at the crowd. Classless. What a beautiful moment ruined with a bad attitude. Win with class and dignity. A really nice showing by the Red Wolves, and a shame to see them carry out that behavior after a beautiful, beautiful showing against such a strong Chattanooga FC side. Well, this one is all over, and it's all for the Birds. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with a little bit more of a breakdown in just a second from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Broside Soccer, the Red Wolves take it with Pens. They are perfect. 5 for 5. Chattanooga goes 4 for 5, and Pens will be back.
Kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
And we have another fight breaking out right now as we come back from the break. I thought we had cleared things up and players were getting cleared off of the pitch. The Red Wolves tried to plant a flag in the AstroTurf field, and a Chattanoogan comes out, Logan Brown, and lets them have it. And now the two teams colliding again together. Still trailing one another a little too close for comfort. I've got a breakdown for you, but right now trying to avoid a brawl in Chattanooga, Tennessee, in what has turned out to be everything we were promised. This couldn't have been a more fun match. 12,131 fans turn out for an absolute barn burner, an instant classic. The Red Wolves take it in pens. We played 2 hours of footy tonight. It went on and on and on. The tension grew higher and higher until it results in this, a blowout barn burner at the conclusion. Perfect in pens of the Red Wolves. I'll give you our goal scorers and I'll give you our penalty shootout results in just a second. I'm still keeping an eye on these two teams. They're breaking them up. They're doing a nice job. Good job by the referees tonight. They're able to get off very quickly. I also would really like to give a big shout out to the referees before I wrap up the scoring and some quick thoughts. Big shout out to Rishion Clark. This is a guy who came in here and knows there is no winning this. There's no way you can officiate this and everyone doesn't dislike you. And I have to say, I think he did a very nice job. He kept control. He didn't call everything he saw. He let them play. Anything that was too egregious, I think he had a really good sense for the game and the physicality. Very nice job by Clark and his crew. His assistant referees, Ben Regal and Rebecca Luther, the fourth official, Lila Ramashi tonight. Really nice job by the officiating crew in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And still both clubs on the pitch and talking to fans, but as we go through this is how we got to this final result, a win in pens for the Red Wolves against Chattanooga FC. Our scoring started early. In the 7th minute, the Red Wolves got a kick, and it was just beyond the 18-yard box. What happens? An absolute stunner of a strike by a local guy, Omar Hernandez, the central midfielder. He nailed it. He went 23-0 at Dalton High School for the Catamounts, won a state title. He absolutely lasered that one into the twine to make it 1-0. And as I'm sure you can imagine, that did not last for long. We get to the 19th minute. It's a kick for Chattanooga. This time they are in a very similar position, really close to the area, and able to finish that one off is Daniel Mangarov. He absolutely lights off a howitzer in the 19th minute. He equalizes it at a goal apiece. We see a few more really good scoring opportunities, but the rest of our first half remains 1-1. And after 3/4 of an hour, we go to the locker room deadlocked in this one. We come out of the second half, and it goes. It's 1-1 all the way down until we played an hour and a half of footy, and that wasn't enough. We played stoppage time. It went on and on as well. We had a lot of physicality in stoppage time as the energy really started to go through the roof, but it just wasn't enough. We had to play extra time between these two. In the Open Cup, you play both extra time periods regardless of score. There's no golden goal, so guess what? We played 30 minutes of extra time, 2 periods of 15 minutes. And after 2 total hours of soccer, it just wasn't enough. So what do? Penalties. The first shooter misses, foiled. It's the guy who scored way back in the 19th minute for Chattanooga, Daniel Mangarov. He gets deflected away, couldn't get it to go. Ricardo Jerez makes the save for the Red Wolves of Chattanooga, and that brings up the first shooter for the Red Wolves, and he gets it to go. Matt Bentley absolutely lasers it in against Eldin Yakupovic and makes it 1-0. Both clubs then had 4 shooters left. The next shooter to go, the second for Chattanooga FC, is the former Kentucky Wildcat, Robert Screen. He bombs it. He gets it to go, wrestles the twine, and equalizes us at 1 apiece. The next shooter gets it to go for the Red Wolves, and it puts them back in front by 1, but that didn't last long as the man from Kristiansand, Norway, Naglestad, comes on and drains one against Ricardo to make it 2-2 in pens. Jonathan Felipe responds and makes it 3-2, putting the Red Wolves out in front after both clubs had seen 3 shooters go and only 2 left. Chattanooga sends on their center back for Reed Sarsart, and he makes easy work of Ricardo, rustling the twine, going left side on a beautiful strike. Pedro Hernandez, the right back, responds and puts the Red Wolves out in front by 1 after 4 shooters apiece, 4-3, leaving 1 shooter for each club, meaning that Chattanooga FC not only had to convert, but then also stop the Red Wolves to force extra shooters. They send on Ethan Dudley, and Dudley's first shot is deflected away by Ricardo, but the referee says no, he must shoot again. Dudley goes back and converts, but it's not enough. The Red Wolves finish it off. They send on Owen Green. He gets to go, and it's a 5-4 penalty shootout win to advance to the 3rd round for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. What a night of soccer in Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is what it's all about, the soccer wars, the beauty, the spirit, the community. This has been a wonderful derby. I hope that the fans and the community make enough noise about how wonderful this night was, how much they enjoyed it, to convince these clubs to play again. I've had a blast. I hope you've had a blast. I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the Red Wolves win in pens 5-4 after a 1-1 match to advance to the 3rd round of the U.S. Open Cup. So long. Good night. We'll see you next time.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Hi, I'm EJ Williams for American Humane. For thousands of years, dogs have been our best friends in our worst times. Today, we're also learning that our best friends, millions of whom are abandoned each year, are often the best medicine when people are facing obstacles. To help both people and animals, organizations like American Humane have been working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, finding animals in need of forever homes and training them as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help our veterans, the elderly, and children overcome the daily obstacles of life. In this way, the rescued can become the rescuers. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable, and together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.